All right. Hello,
Oops.
everyone. We are back for the second session of Arbor Academy. That's all your cue to say hello,
Oh.
my lovely players.
I'm
gonna bomb the fucking White House.
Okay.
That's
That was
the
a
finale of
confession
Arbor.
on the internet.
Yeah, that's the finale of Arbor. You need to like fight.
Alright, we're
JoJo.
done. It's not getting any better than this. We've reached
Joe
peak
Biden,
comedy. We
final
might as well
boss.
just end the campaign now.
All right, so we do have some announcements to make for this specific
300
session.
watts.
Number one, something that will be most apparent, at least for now, Sludge. At least for now, Sludge isn't here. I'm not sure
They got him.
why.
They got him. They got him.
It's kind of late in his time zone, so he might just like be doing life stuff. This isn't going to be a very action-heavy session in all likelihood, so in all likelihood he's probably just going to join a bit later. But he not here for now, probably later. Second announcement, which we'll get into later, which is that we actually had some brief little like mini sessions which weren't recorded. I believe Amos was in both of those sessions.
Yes.
So Cyan, you can give your summary now that we're recording.
I think I remember it. I already said it.
Keep a hold off for a second though, because we do have one final announcement, which is that unfortunately this session in all likelihood will not have music because
The bot's broken.
Yeah, the bot isn't necessarily broken. It's just that I talked to the person who owns the bot and who moderates it, and turns out looping music is actually something that is incredibly taxing for it and could result in the bot breaking. So just in order to be courteous, we're not going to be doing that. I'm going to be looking into other bots.
I'm just gonna send you one of them.
Yeah, no, I will be setting one up later, but we
this
won't have time to set that up
Vimeo.
in this session.
So
Wait, how long is the session gonna go, do you think?
I don't know.
A while.
4 hours.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna stay the entire time because I feel kind of sick, but
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
That's another announcement. I'm also slightly sick. We didn't do. We're recording this about like 2 weeks after the last session because number one, it was finals weeks for me, and number two, I actually had a very nasty cough, so I was quite ill.
I'm not even like sick. I'm just fucking exhausted and don't feel like I can think.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. So,
I mean, we could do like 3 hours or something. Like cut it short, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
What's that word? Courteous.
Yeah.
Courteous.
Prime.
And you, since you're still a little sick, you said.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. In my case,
taking
I
that
might cough a little bit. I did just take a puff of my inhaler, so it probably won't be a problem. But just in case, now you know. All right,
Sean doing a fucking
eating
pop
that
punk.
shit.
It's a fucking aerosol. How am I supposed to eat like, a gas?
You eat.
Can I make a
fucking
confession?
oxygen, don't you, dumb bitch?
What's your confession?
I like barely paid attention to anything you just said. I was just looking at your fucking like GIF profile picture moving around.
ADHD,
It's like
ADHD.
I was like mesmerized by it.
Yeah, I'm currently rocking the boy kisser GIF Discord.
Hell
profile
yeah, dude.
picture.
Love it when that happens.
Yeah,
I
hypnosis.
love it, and I also fucking hate it, dude.
It works.
This is the being that's going to be like telling you to roll death
This is the
saves,
final
I hope
boss.
You know.
This is the
Oh
final
my
boss.
gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Final boss.
Okay, so take it away, Amos. What happened in the mini sessions?
True.
No.
Ice Cream Man did a fucko boingo and broke both one of my tires and my fucking back glass window,
Wait,
rear glass
quick
window.
question.
Meow.
Why is my sanity down to 78?
What do you fucking think?
You got mauled by a fucking wolf.
All right, yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
canonical that because we're jumping forward a few days in the time, so we're at like Monday of next week right now. So you like just got back from the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
no,
was I in the hospital too? I got my arm broke. Did I get my arm broken, or I think I just got it
mauled a little
messed
bit.
up a little bit.
Just a little
slap
munch.
a bandage on
Just
it.
a little
Small crunch.
Put a
Just a
bandage
little
on
bit
it.
of- Like, okay, this is a JoJo campaign. Wounds aren't real.
Wounds aren't
Unless,
real.
unless it's plot significant, nobody needs to go to the hospital.
Yup.
Except me for some reason.
You
Well, I
got
mean, I did
beaten
almost
within
die,
half of
but,
your
like,
fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
have
never
like
said-
4 health left.
Duck, I never said that wasn't plot significant.
Okay.
Duck, your arms, you don't need them.
True.
Yeah, we're actually going to go through the arc where it turns out that the anatomy
Wait
professor
a
actually
minute.
stole some of Winter's organs while they were in the hospital.
my stand is a melee tool stand. I think I
not if
need
it
my
floats.
arms.
It floats.
Just hold it
floats.
in your teeth, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
You're right. Yeah.
Alright, so
I
that
thought
was
that's
the
something
first one.
Amos would do.
Ice Cream Man, that was the first
Yeah.
one. What was the second
The second one was, in Amos's wall, there is a graffiti. This is Pickens was here. Pickens? Was it Pickens or Pickin?
Pickens.
Pickens was here. And beneath that, there is the equation on how to calculate the volume of a cylinder, I believe?
Rectangular prism.
That's the bitch.
God, I love rectangular prisms.
And after this, Winter decided to go take a nap. However, the bed, when they jumped onto it,
It went kapooey, kashaw, skeet,
Yeah.
skeet, skeet, and it fucking
That one.
exploded under me, and then I had to.
and
there,
then
there was a
the
box.
book appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
and
book
in that
inside the
book-
bed. It fell out.
And that book had a lock on it, which needed a little bit of WD-40 as a treat. And then that opened, and then that said some stuff that is in, I think, voice chat, actually.
Yeah, just talked about, like, it was someone's previous diary.
Yeah.
From, I believe, the, like,
and it's assumed-
1916 or
or-
something.
Yeah. And it was like
Early-
assumed they were also
yeah.
a stand user, or at least I think implied.
Yeah, they were. They had the puppets.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I
the
know.
Dead Horse Diary, property of Cal Dead Horse.
It's a sick ass last name, honestly.
It honestly is, yeah. Yeah, the homebrewed alcohol penchant was pretty cool. Penchant, whatever that word is. And there's the Hollywood Hootsman. I wonder what he does.
He hoots.
He does.
Sorry, spoilers.
He fights for the.
Owl person.
Holy shit, Hooters.
Holy fuck, dude!
Yeah, the inventor.
The inventor of emulators.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
father.
continue.
Well
Father,
then.
the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In that case, so just to clear everything up, the one with the Ice Cream Man session where the Ice Cream Man did a jump scare and sold some ice cream and destroyed Amos's car, that happened at the same day as the first
destroyed.
session. That was sort of just like after the
Yeah,
first one.
like
And the last
evening.
one, the last session where they found the book, that happened during Sunday, and it is now Monday in the game.
The day of the Holy Lord.
The Monday is not the day of the Holy Lord, but Sunday is.
It sure is.
You got it.
Sometimes I wish I could have science enthusiasm for literally everything.
As a bi person, I love God.
Like, you could tell Cyan, like, hey, this guy's looking really blue today, and Cyan would pop off, be like, yeah.
Cyan would go up and pop him. Yeah.
Me too, yeah. It's so good.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, we begin as slowly the sun begins to creep through the windows of everyone's rooms. And the first person to awaken on this fine morning, the first morning of classes in your new life, kind of a bit restless, kind of shifting around in their sleep, Amos awakes from a dream with a start.
Problem
What
has
the
begun.
fuck is a Steve Harvey?
Okay.
This is shouted loud enough to awaken Ava in the other room. The time is about 6:50 a.m. roundabouts.
Early as fuck. That's when I went to sleep last night.
This is how you get Ava to kick open the door and just fucking smother Amos with a pillow.
I don't have classes till 1:30, so you know my ass is going to be pissed.
Okay, actually,
Fortunately, I think
how
you're in the,
many
like,
how
other
many
side,
characters in this campaign do you think would actively kill Amos given the chance?
Me. Definitely.
What the fuck?
We had a very nice moment in the car, but that was a fucking horror experience.
Homophobia.
I'm gay too, bitch.
Homophobia.
Dodging the question.
That's mean.
I don't think Winter would. Like Winter would like kill Amos affectionately, but I don't think they would like actually be like rude about it, you know?
Kills you in a kind
Go out
way.
with honor, that sort of deal, you know?
Well,
Eva's introduction to Amos was do you have any loved ones?
I think the only person who like would outright refuse to kill Amos under any circumstance is Ava, because like they have too much history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Amos would fucking kill Amos if he needed to.
And that's why he sleeps in the same like dorm set as Ava, because Ava's job is to prevent Amos from killing himself.
He wouldn't kill himself.
Everyone's plans for this morning.
Eat like
Sleeping.
3 bananas concurrently.
All right.
I think Winter still needs to fucking sleep, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Winter's probably just completely fucking out of it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Winter's just, like,
where
comatose.
is Winter sleeping? Winter's bed is like still broken, isn't it?
Gone.
The mattress on the floor.
Yeah, the mattress. Probably just like put the mattress on the floor. To be honest.
Is Amos down for cubblies? No.
Gonna send the
yeah,
campus
no,
police
probably.
in with a fucking spray bottle.
Probably just on the floor.
This kind of sucks for Winter. Winter's just been going through it.
Which
Yeah.
it really has been. Amos would like definitely like, what's the word? I'd offer a couple fucking like pillows to Winter
Hell
because
yeah.
of the bed being exploded.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, since we're all waking up, Cyan, why don't you paint this the picture? What does Amos's room look like?
Oh my fucking God.
Startled himself awaken.
Okay, so the first thing Amos would see when waking up is the dresser on the wall. Let me grab the reference for it. This is the dresser. This dresser fucks, by the way. This is the dresser.
Sort of just like a wooden thing with a bunch of little
Yeah.
slots in it. All right.
Yeah.
Always tape that to the wall.
That's not it's
Honestly,
not taped to the
we
wall.
should duct tape it to the wall.
What else have you got in your room?
And then to the right of him, there is this.
Oh shit, that's like a mirror with. That's a
With
lot of
guns.
weapons. That's a lot
What?
of guns.
Behind him is this.
That's a lot of guns.
Can we agree that this is what we need to do with Amos real quick?
Yes. Yes.
Wall, yeah.
And his bedside dresser has this on the
Oh.
Just like every single one of your furniture things just like have hidden compartments for guns.
Yes.
on the
yes.
shelves there's this.
Oh my god, the
Science
shelf.
showed me it. Every single thing has a firearm.
And on the other side of the room,
Okay.
there are like machinery, like there's a bandsaw, there's a drill press, there's like a work
Oh wait,
desk table.
John, are you like recording like the Discord right now? So like, will we be able to see this after?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
How the fuck did you
Use-
manage to get this all past campus security?
They didn't see the guns.
Someone's gonna get
close.
fired.
I don't think you had to go to a fucking metal detector, right? And on the wall, it's like covered in fucking acoustic panels.
Probably will next year.
I wonder why.
This is why Ava keeps a lot of vodka in the freezer.
Cyan, can you just send the Pinterest folder to?
Yeah. I'll just send it.
Please.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
In the corner, there is a desk with a computer and shit around it.
There's no guns in that one, right?
No. There might be like a Glock in the in the computer itself, but who knows?
So
really.
you lied.
Who knows is what I'm saying. But on the floor, it is just fucking covered with like blankets, pillows, body pillows.
Cyan, do you want
various
to talk about the
flavors.
secret
Body
pantry
pillow?
that stores up to 544 cans discreetly?
What?
I do not wish to.
Can you
do not
even
wish-
see any of the floor in Amos's room?
No, you cannot see the floor.
It's just pillows and plushes.
It's just pillows, plushes, blankets, pillows.
Dude, that'd
more
be kind of
pillows.
nice though.
Yeah, if you fall on the floor, you're not
It's
getting
the
fall damage.
fucking pit.
It is.
Yeah.
And
the
also,
comfy pit.
important for you guys to know, if you walk in there,
Okay.
it counts as difficult terrain.
Oh.
Well, with Amos certainly being awake now, screaming about Steve Harvey, Ava has
There's
awoken
a mini
too.
fridge in her room.
What's,
and
what's Ava? What's Ava's room look like?
Overall, it looks like a mildly normal person's dorm. Notably, there are no secret compartments within her furniture that store a shitload of firearms. You know, like a functional student.
So this one.
What the fridge? No, my fridge.
So, alright, just a bit of a
Christ.
normal, stable person dorm.
Yeah. She's got like a couple bookshelves with like psychology textbooks. Her DSM is on that shelf.
Ooh, okay.
It's like a DSL.
And she has like a small like kind of shittily built custom computer that she never really uses but has it anyway.
Mm-hmm. I always think that she like plays Skyrim, even though Skyrim's not out yet.
Well, it will be soon.
Yeah, true.
You play Oblivion.
Yeah, she plays Oblivion.
True.
She plays Oblivion.
Farewell.
Alright. That's good. Well, having woken up by the sound of Amos's screaming, what do you think would Ava's first thoughts be?
First thoughts. Oh my god, Amos, shut the fuck up. Second thoughts, I should probably make sure that he isn't going to kill somebody.
Apparently, Steve Harvey.
Well, getting throwing some I guess a little bit more presentable clothes on, and getting your slippers and everything on.
Ava sleeps in a full like 3-piece suit.
Oh my god!
Oh
I
damn!
can actually see it.
No, she doesn't, but
She
Either
should.
that or just like onesie.
The pajamas, the little nightcap, you have a little like plate with a candle on it.
the Ebenezer Scrooge fit.
Yeah, showing.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it.
Kind of Kanan and Amos kind of hears a little bit of some kind of tippy tappies on the hardwood floor of the dorm as
The cats are
someone
back.
begins to head over to his door. Footsteps that he's come to recognize.
You're not killing someone in here, are you? I heard
My
you.
response. Boah.
What? Yeah, it's like that one meme, me, a baby. Duh.
Ava, do you know what a Steve Harvey is?
Yeah, that exactly. As he grabs a can of Coke that is on his side table and his meds and takes them.
Okay, hold on. Can I?
Amos
Yeah.
kind of grabs a Coke, sipping it, taking in some meds, and as a typical occurrence for Amos, as he's chugging down the meds, he just kind of like looks over and sees a strange creature just kind of in the middle of his room,
Excuse
on
me.
all fours, just like pale skin, large spherical head, two beady black eyes, just kind of like
What?
bouncing up and down.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Before the little the meds kick in and it vanishes.
Wait! I know exactly what you're describing.
Does it go yippee too?
There's one last yippee as it kind of fades into nothing.
It's like the perfectly cut screams thing where it just cuts out halfway through.
Yeah.
Amos just kind of sitting there is getting ready for his day as much stability as that particular nightmare
the autism creature allows.
Your room would probably be locked, right? So like, Ava can't even get in.
Yeah, no, I bet Ava would have the key though, without Ava's knowledge or without Amos's knowledge.
Actually, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, considering that she's like a stand user, she could just like phase stand in, open door.
She also doesn't need the key to know what he's doing.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, as Amos kind of, gets, just, I guess, suppose you kind of get dressed and sort of have this, by now it's a bit of a familiar feeling of just kind of being watched. You head over, you kind of like bounce over your little plushies and everything.
Can I roll a perception to look directly at what's viewing me?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Me find. That's it. Yeah. Does a 32 see it?
I believe that would be a yes.
I would be surprised if it didn't.
Monkey, would you like to describe what Amos is seeing? Okay.
No, apparently.
Moki?
I'm sorry. Run that by me one more time. I had my headphones fucking short out for a second. I need to get new ones.
Yeah. It was, Amos did a little perception check to find out exactly what was watching him. Would you like to describe what's watching him?
Is there a mirror in his room?
Yes, with guns behind it.
Okay. Well, it would only be visible from, if you were to look in the mirror. But...
the mirror dimension.
Yes, the mirror dimension. He would see what appears to be a sort of humanoid bug hybrid standing directly behind him, looking over his shoulder. There is a like no lower body, just kind of an upper body that floats. If you were to reach behind him, he could feel it there, but he just couldn't see it.
Amos makes sure he took his meds.
Kind of looks in the pill bottle.
Amos fucking double doses.
Sure enough, the meds have been taken.
Amos slowly gets out of bed and unlocks the front door.
What?
Does Amos know that this is Ava's stand?
That's an excellent question.
By now, I don't actually believe so, because today was the day that I believe today was the day that Ava had planned to sort of show them the ropes of how to do stands.
Yeah. So also like every other time that her stand has been interacted with, there has been no reflective surface nearby. So
what Amos is gonna do is like calmly unlock his door, open it, knock on Ava's door, and say, "Hey, I think there's like an anime character looking at me through the mirror."
Oh, there's a weird fucking cat outside.
There's a weird fucking cat.
It looks like grandma.
It looks like grandma.
Well, in just like the most calm and neutral voice, like what's being said is not even a surprise. Just can you describe what it looks like?
It has no legs.
Okay. And
I think it was looking at me.
okay. Now, if you go and look in the mirror, is it still there?
Yes.
Okay. Good. That's because I'm looking at you.
Sorry.
Clean up in here. It's a mess.
The party mom has been activated.
You fucking disgust me. Clean your room.
Oh wait, no. If you want me to activate party mom mode, I need to change my phrasing a little bit. Amos, clean your room right now. It's a pigsty in here.
Oh my god!
That like ignited such a specific memory out of my head.
The comfy.
Well, with this discussion going on, I believe it might begin to stir up Defla in the other room.
Fucking shut up, will you? I'm trying to sleep.
So was I until someone decided to start screaming about Steve Harvey.
Who the fuck is Steve Harvey?
Have you guys ever heard of some fucking thing named Steve Harvey?
No.
Unfortunately.
Amos,
Okay.
like, slowly looks at Ava through the door. What? What is he? Please, what is he?
He's a game show host, Amos.
Like The Price is Right?
Holy shit!
Yes. Exactly like The Price is Right.
Okay.
Like that one guy in Family Feud?
Oh, it's that guy!
There's like a few seconds of silence from Ava's room. You just hear the door to her room open, a couple like steps and the thump of the cane into the kitchen. You hear like the freezer open and shut.
Well, as this is happening, you can kind of, hear this all this discussion being slightly muffled through the door in the hallway, kind of separating the two rooms where the party lived together. And walking through that hallway, coming back from a little bit of a night trip, is one Lucy Lucalister, kind of a little bit worn out from her trip, kind of carrying a fishing rod and a bucket behind her. Sort of just kind of fumbling around with her keys a little bit, managing to, kind of twist open the door and not sort of loosely aware of the discussion behind her as she makes her way to her door, to her room. Would you like to describe exactly what your room looks like?
It's pretty much just a fairly standard room. It's got some posters on the wall of like game stuff and like band covers and other crap, with a little TV and a little like setup with an Xbox 360 on it.
Holy shit.
A couple of game cases just lying about the place, not really organized in any way. And just pretty much other than that, it's just a pretty basic thing.
Very just like cozy.
Yeah, just cozy.
Hell yeah.
Strangely, as a matter of fact, kind of as you're headed to just kind of put your fishing rod and everything down and just kind of head to bed, you kind of, close the door behind you and you notice something new in your room. It seems that while you were gone, a potted plant has been kind of placed next to your door, like right at the area where kind of opening it you wouldn't have seen it before, but it seems that a plant has appeared in your room.
Dude, sun plant.
The bomb.
What kind of plant is it?
It's sort of just like a bit of a succulent, kind of like one of the ones where it's sort of a little like one of the ones where it kind of has the is that aloe? Is that aloe where it's like they have the sort of like spiky like triangles that come out and they're like really sharp?
Yeah, like aloe.
Yeah, it's a
real
little aloe
quick,
plant.
my head is fucking pounding, so I think I'm gonna go for a little bit.
Okay.
I'll probably be back in a while. I'm
go
gonna
take a nap.
send my the thing for Winter Road's dorm in case y'all need to
Gotcha,
see
in
it.
case we gotta break into it.
But yeah,
All right,
yeah,
I'm
gonna go.
we can
for
just say
now.
you like went back to the hospital or something.
Yeah,
Fucking
You
die.
were
right
sent
along.
back.
It appears you got a mysterious succulent that has appeared inside your room.
A mysterious succulent appears.
Anytime I hear the word succulent, I just want to eat it.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, you
It
can
just
eat aloe vera.
sparks something.
Aloe vera
That's
is
true. I
incredible.
love aloe juice. Aloe juice is delicious.
I guess I'd pick up the plant and just try to inspect it, like see what the hell this thing's doing here, because I definitely didn't put this here.
Well, kind of picking it up, it's, you know, you're always kind of surprised by how weighty just soil can be, although, of course, no match for your muscles. You kind of lift it up and kind of spin it around until you see kind of slightly obscured by some of the little aloe stalks and kind of under the dirt. There's a little note that's been left with it. Kind of putting it down, flipping kind of just dusting it off. It looks like it just kind of says, "From Mr. Goodday. Hope you're adapting to the new environment well."
Let's go.
Is that all it says?
Yep. Although, that's not all Mr. Goodday says, as immediately as you're done reading it, you hear a voice from behind you. "Hey, I hope you like succulents. I wasn't really sure about exactly which type of plant you'd like, but succulents are something that everyone can get behind. Am I right?"
What the hell?
I'm assuming you just ominously turn around.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he is directly just kind of like, I mean, not like behind you as in invading your personal space, but just like kind of behind you in your room, just kind of like sort of semi-awkwardly standing there. "Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a bad time? You look a little tired. You see, I meant to just sort of drop this off earlier, but I noticed that you weren't here, and with all of the, well, worrying things that can happen at this campus, I wanted to make sure that you were just sort of out, and not out."
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How did
That's
you
great to hear.
get in here?
Oh, well, I'm pretty handy, I'll have you know.
Did you pick the lock to my door?
Oh no, I'd never do something like that. Well, look, I'm just really glad that you're feeling okay. It's just, I've been thinking about that little discussion we had a couple days ago. You know, the one that we had when I was cleaning up a body. And
I've been too.
Well, it's just, I talked it over with some of my friends, and they sort of mentioned that maybe it's kind of hard for someone who's not used to this kind of thing. So, just if there's anything that I can, your friendly neighborhood Mr. Goodday can do to help you out, I'm here. Just letting you know.
Well, first, I need you to get the hell out of my room.
Oh, yes, not to worry. I can totally do that. He kind of like, sort of awkwardly kind of like, he's like stepping around you, trying not to get, like, invade your personal space as he moves towards the door. And he's kind of...
Second... No. Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
go ahead. And second, I have something I wanted to tell you that I was gonna say back in the woods.
Oh, yes, just lay it on me. Let your feelings out.
Something here definitely isn't right with anything here. And if I find out that you were somehow involved in that girl's death, I'm gonna break every single bone in your body. Just
What about
remember
the screens? You think you're gonna break the screens?
Kind of, as you say this, he kind of steps back a little bit, and you can kind of see some of the screens flicker a little bit. Wow, feisty. Well, I'm glad we've gotten that off our chest. I feel a lot better, don't you? Although, and he's kind of like, sort of just like stepping out, he's like 1 foot kind of still in the doorway. Oh, I did just remember, there is actually something that I also did want to mention. You see, I wasn't actually staying here very long. I sort of had a dual purpose in coming here. Well, it's just
Go
that
on.
I was helping out with some of my other friends around here. I was talking to Dr. Callahan. He always needs help with various things, carrying around files, carrying around books, dealing with various mental patients. It's a whole system.
Dealing with them?
Well, something kind of strange happened. And I mean really kind of strange. Even for the kind of things that he deals with. And he works in an asylum full of crazy people. So you know it was really strange when I'm commenting on how strange it is. There's a certain person in that asylum that he sometimes likes to talk to. No one else really talks to them. Well, that patient's a little creepy, most people think. Now, personally, I wouldn't judge, but, oh, well, I'll just get to it. He sort of mentioned that there was something in this dorm that was found recently. Something that Dr. Callahan had a bit of an interest in. In fact, he looked a little panicked to me, actually. Well, the point is that he actually sent someone over here to go and retrieve it. I don't think it's in this room, but if you hear someone knocking on the door, maybe just keep an eye on them. They might be here for another reason.
Thanks for the warning, I guess.
Oh, of course. I'm pretty sure they're going to be here in 30 seconds. Well, I'll get out of your hair. With that, he kind of just steps out of the doorway, kind of closes the door behind him, and immediately, you don't even hear him anymore.
He's just fucking teleported.
Oh, that was something.
I don't know a damn thing about Mr. Good Day, but my god, I fucking love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just kind of a guy that just kind of does things.
He's like
Hey, I'm on your room
chaotic
now.
neutral good. Like, in parentheses, evil.
Alright, well, I'll give you all a little bit of some time to sort of just, you know, discuss things amongst yourselves, get everything ready in your morning. You have some time before this
30 seconds.
30 seconds, give or take a few. I need to actually piss, so you can have fun
Good
talking
luck.
amongst yourselves.
Don't drown.
Oof, well, that was something.
That certainly fucking was.
Yeah.
I gotta find out more about this dude. I don't trust him at all. I need to know
Mr. Good
what
Day
the fuck
is
he's doing.
The day of good misters. Like this fucking guy, dude.
This absolute fella.
I mean, he's probably nicer than the tax collector.
The way he
Tax
just
collector.
like
A
seemingly
tax
popped
collector?
in and out makes me think that he might be a stand himself or something like that. The way he just kind of materializes and leaves.
You know?
I would say that's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of at the point where
Well, no, because
I've seen so much insane shit from this university, I just choose not to question it.
Honestly-
like, Mr. Good Day, only the colors are the stands.
That's
That
a
might be
lame
true.
stand. That's a lame fucking stand,
is a
though.
We don't
lame
know what he
stand.
does. We don't know what
Yeah,
the
we don't know
colors
what he does
mean or
yet.
what he actually does. It might
Oh.
be a byproduct.
All I'm saying is that he
Yeah.
has a power glove, so he has to be like a god tier gamer.
I forgot
That's
about
good
that.
point.
Nobody can
I
beat
forgot
him in
about
Call
the
of Duty
power
Black Ops
glove.
2. Black Ops 2 isn't even out yet.
Not Black Ops 1.
How much?
Yeah.
How much
The current
are
game?
power glove. How much do they go for? Hold on, I need to see.
Like
I
$100.
Genuinely don't know. Is it really? I thought it would have
I have
been
no
more.
idea.
Real question. Out of the group, who would be the first one to buy VR when it becomes more commonplace?
Probably
Amos when he
Devla.
finds out that
Yeah,
hot
I
dog
was gonna
sources and
say
hand grenades a thing.
probably Devla.
That would also make sense.
All right. Well,
When did H3VR release?
all right.
Like,
That's when
Lucy,
Amos would
you've
get
got
it.
about like
2017?
30 seconds to
2016.
to if you're gonna do any preparations.
Amos is gonna get some cereal.
So,
All right.
I guess I was gonna do what I was already gonna do. I'm gonna put the fish I caught in the freezer in the main area because there's a fridge right with a freezer and everything.
Yeah, totally. You got
Hell
a pretty
yeah.
big
Okay,
fridge,
so I'm gonna
suitable for
put
3
those
people.
in there. I caught like 3 fish that were worth keeping.
That's good.
I fucking
threw
love
most
how
of
Lucy
them
just
back.
goes fishing.
It's a fun pastime. What can
Hell
I say?
yeah. Certified fisher.
Of course, you get up early. Gotta catch the fish.
Yeah.
Gotta catch the fish.
Hell
Early
yeah.
is when they're biting the most.
True.
All right. Well, kind of just
Trip home
stashing those
trees.
away. Kind of here. You're just kind of, putting everything. Kind of like looks like other people have already put in, various little like frozen goods. You're like fitting it in. As you hear a little ring on your doorbell. As a matter of fact, the other people in the other room might be able to pick this up too.
Should I roll perception or do I just hear it?
Your perception's high enough; you'd probably just hear it.
Yeah.
I roll
Does
perception.
the door?
yeah, should we?
Alright.
Yeah, you two can roll perception.
Okay.
Does the door to the like area of our dorm does it have like a peephole?
Yes, it does.
Can I look through the peephole?
Sure enough, you kind of look through the peephole, and you just see sort of looks like a really kind of like older man, kind of maybe in his 50s or something. He's got like some kind of old, like kind of spectacles on, kind of sort of balding, and he's kind of like carrying something behind his back. Looks like some kind of toolbox. So there's this kind of gray and faded yellow janitor jumpsuit.
Can Amos look through the peephole?
Uh,
Like on his side?
On your side, you'd see the
Yeah.
the same thing, just kind of looking into the door where of the room where Lucy, Trig, Winter, if Winter wasn't in the hospital, would would be. Although you get a better look at the toolbox, that kind of like lugging over his back. Looks to be.
Oh, he's
sort
in the
of-
halls.
Yeah, he's in the hallway. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. You're
So I'm
kinda, like,
looking-
on there.
I'm looking from the introduction room into the hallway.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's just what I wanted to know.
Yeah, and Amos is doing the same from
Yeah.
The other
Amos's
side.
introduction room. Yeah.
Amos is going to text first Winter, then Trig, then Lucy. That there's someone at their front door.
I think Lucy knows Amos.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
afraid.
yeah, but he doesn't know. I know.
I think
Yeah.
Ava wouldn't quite hear the doorbell ring with that perception roll.
But I think
Unfortunately.
she'd at least be aware of someone potentially coming there.
But yeah, given her stand ability, probably yeah.
Holy shit, boy.
She is a little bit inebriated right now.
It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much.
It wasn't that much, I
Shot.
promise.
Look, I get
Devil
it.
Every
definitely
alcoholic
hears,
says.
though. Devil definitely hears.
Her meds
Okay.
make her a little bit of a lightweight, but not that much of a lightweight. Jesus Christ.
So, what's he doing? He's just like
he doing?
standing
He's
there,
just
waiting for somebody to open the door.
Yeah,
He's standing
just
there
kinda
menacingly.
Standing there, just kind of like waiting. He kind of looks like just mildly bored.
Amos is going to knock on his door.
What?
There's a little bit of a knock, and then he kind of spins around to kind of looking at it kind of inquisitively. He kind of looks over and kind of glances at the room number of Amos's of the room, the door that Amos is knocking from, and kind of just looks back to the door he's waiting in front of.
Hey, Ava, can you go knock on the next to the kitchen? Can you like knock on the furthest wall, please?
Not knocking on the door, Amos.
Not the door,
I guess
the
I'll
wall.
just crack open the door a little bit and ask him, like, what's up? What are you doing here?
He kind of crack open the door and he kind of looks up a little bit, although not really looking any less bored. Janitorial room service.
Sure. Come on in.
Oh,
Good. He kind of steps in, kind of lugging his big toolbox behind him. You get a better look at it. Some weird clockwork contraption, kind of like has a bunch of like various dials and kind of gauges and fans, and just like it even looks like there's like a old kind of clock just like jammed inside it. Ah, good. There is a place inside here which old room service did not properly vent. Possibilities of black mold, possibilities of mites, possibilities of termites.
Mice.
Have to get this thing nipped in the bud.
Gotcha.
May need to check all rooms, but room 1 is priority.
Room 1, huh?
Kinda,
That's my room.
Oh, sorry, I misspoke that time. That was actually room 1's Winter's room.
Oh, is it? Which room am I?
You're room 2, right next to it.
Room 2, okay.
Can I just real quick for shits and giggles, just whisper in his ear via my stand, just comrade.
Comrade!
Would he be able to hear? Well, maybe he is a stand user, I don't know.
He just kind of like sighs a little bit and just kind of mutters something under his breath, which Moki, I believe Ava would hear this. Did we establish that like? Okay, did we establish that like if your stand like whispers in someone's ear, can they whisper back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything that is said while the stand is active is audible.
Okay, right. In that
Like
case,
normal people?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll probably just like whisper something back, which I'll DM to you, and I think Lucy would be able to do a perception check if she wants to pick up on that too.
Could I do one?
Yeah, sure.
Can I also do?
You are too far away.
How to look. I gotta remember how to roll. What's my perception again? Skills.
I'm at the door.
Would that be in skills? Yeah, perception plus. Okay, I have a +5 on perception, so I would roll 1d20 plus 5, right?
For your perception, if your perception's 5, then yes.
Okay.
Oh,
24.
shit!
Hell yeah.
Wow.
All right. So you can, yeah, I guess DM me what was said too.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I was
It's
the
just
other person who got to hear it.
I can't believe Amos, with his passive perception of 32, couldn't hear through walls.
You kind of hear as he just kind of like randomly mutters something under his breath. He just kind of mutters, just like, "Not now, Beckett." Then he kind of steps over to room 1 and just kind of pulls out a long ring of keys, just kind of casually flipping through them as he kind of fiddles around in one of his pockets and kind of pulls out a little mask. He kind of tosses one over to you two, Lucy.
I guess I'll throw it on.
It's just a little precaution, but shouldn't be super necessary unless you're going in the room. Unless you have respiratory problems. Kind of looks over.
No, I'm good.
I have so many lungs.
Nice. He finally with his mask on, he kind of flips open the key, twists the lock open, swings it open, kind of carefully closes it behind you. You kind of catch a little peek of what it looks like is inside Winter's room. You have like this kind of like just like a mattress just on the ground, and looks like there's a bed that's kind of like split open. You want to do a perception check to catch anything more?
Sure, I'll roll another.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
good rolls.
You don't catch all that much, although you do see that, generally inside there's a bunch of just various winter things, which here if we can find
winter
there,
things.
there's the little pin board that they made. Just a bunch of like sort of very curvy sort of astrology adjacent items, things like various crystals and sun and moon decorations and whatnot. A couple of like unlit candles, and a bunch of dream catchers just like kind of littered around there.
So many.
You do notice, just kind of on the desk, in view, is this sort of large, almost like ironclad book. With it's just kind of like this just unlocked lock kind of like latched onto the side of it. With that, the janitor just kind of creaks the door closed. You just hear the lock kind of slide into place. And you just hear him just shuffling around in there as he's kind of, looks like he's kind of putting up a tarp just kind of around the door.
So I can't look through like the keyhole or anything?
Yeah, looks like it.
Alright. I'll take note of that book though. Just because it looked pretty interesting. Big old book with a big lock on it. Hard to miss.
Amos is eating his fruity pebbles at
Certainly
the door.
out of place for and everything else in Winter's room.
Hmm.
Alright.
Can I say it also gives a faint smell of WD-40?
Your fucking fruity pebbles?
No, no, the book.
I think she might be too far away to smell it, but yeah.
I don't know.
No,
WD-40 is
my
really
character
strong.
has a good sense of smell, remember?
Oh, in that case, then yeah, you can whiff that shit. There's a
Where was the smell thing? I remember it was here somewhere.
The smell thing.
What?
Yes, my character has a really good sense of smell.
Hell yeah. Mine has autism.
Yeah, you
Hell
didn't
yeah.
actually. Amos didn't actually have autism before, but he saw the autism creature this morning, and he was chosen.
Chosen.
The autism creature is the stand, and it shows him.
He's able to just like shake it and then throw it at somebody, and then on impact it produces an incredibly loud like explosion level yippee.
Yeah, yeah. Special
Nice
autism.
It's like-
and Fortnite and Cola.
It's like a stun grenade, except instead of like blinding you, it just fucking deafens you.
It's a concussion grenade from Black Ops 2.
Well, stun grenades also like deafen you because there's a loud
Yeah.
bang along
Yeah.
with the flash.
There is
Yeah, but
explosive.
It's the combination of both.
How about I fucking throw you? How about that?
How about I
Okay.
fucking throw you into the sun?
I don't think
How
you
about
could.
Alright.
Fucking 10 HP.
So
Anyway.
so Amos is just like munching on fruity pebbles, just like looking
that? Yeah,
through
just
the like.
peeking through that door, yeah.
You wouldn't even be seeing anything. And
This chilling
Also-
character.
I'm,
waiting
I'm
for the guy
just
to come
looking
out.
at a wall.
I think Ava like wouldn't have much of an idea of what he's even doing either. I think only
Yeah, no.
only like Devila would like slightly understand because she would have also heard the doorbell.
Ava just like,
Devil-
taps Amos on the shoulder, just like, can you just be normal for 5 minutes, please?
I already took my normal pills. There's a guy in that room.
Have you tried taking a second dose?
I don't. That's not. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but it would help me.
Okay,
Devila starts
I-
giggling
Amos also starts giggling.
and then asks Ava, hey, do you think you could give me some of the funny alcohol you got in the freezer sometime?
You know I just keep the bottle in there, right?
Yeah. That doesn't. I should still ask for permission. We're sharing this place.
You, I don't even buy this myself, I hope you know. I'm not legally able to.
I am. Do you want me to buy some?
I'm fine for now.
Okay.
I assume like most of the bottle's still there, right?
Yes. Amos, what are you about to replace the milk in your cereal with vodka? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Amos is fucking eyeing the freezer.
Something that was mentioned before. was that Amos did kind of text everyone about the figure at the door, including Lucy. Would Lucy have done anything with that text?
Well, no, because I already saw the person. I was looking at him
Answers
too.
the
Just
door.
thinking if you were gonna like respond or anything.
Uh,
I really
I
just
guess
hope
I'd
it's
say-
just like no shit.
yeah. I didn't notice. Just texting that. It says he's a janitor looking to check for black mold or whatever. Checking room 1 specifically.
Now that would click a little Amos button. Because that's the room where the book was discovered.
The book.
The book.
The book.
So what Amos is gonna do is set down the Fruity Pebbles. I don't know if on the floor or on the counter is funnier.
On the floor is funnier because it
On the floor is
makes him
funnier.
way more
In the
impulsive.
freezer. In the freezer.
In the freezer, of course, right next to the bottle of vodka.
Shoving
Yeah.
the bottle aside.
And then he's going to unlock the door, go back to his room, grab a neck gaiter, put it on because
Whoa.
if there's black mold, then probably don't want to get
Yeah.
the black mold. And then he is
Do
going
not
to
want the
knock
plague.
on the opposing door, unless it's open, in which case he's just going to walk in.
I think it's
I
still
like
probably like slightly open. I think
Yeah.
I don't think I closed it.
I like to think that Ava's just genuinely does not know what is happening. Just sees Amos put a bowl of cereal into the freezer and just sits there and stares at the closed freezer, trying to understand what could potentially be going on in his head.
Oh my fucking god.
I want to keep it cold.
Like she's just sitting there, just like her gears are turned. Can I have her roll a sense motive for that?
Yes.
Should
All
I
right,
roll, like an opposing like resolve or something for that? Like bluff?
I
don't
normally that would be bluff, but resolve works so much better. Yeah, that roll resolve.
know. All right. That's a
All right.
that's a nat 20 resolve.
Including my bonus against Amos.
You,
What the fuck?
Oh my fucking god.
a nat. What would that even? I'm at a loss.
I know exactly what this means.
What does this mean?
I'm getting it real quick.
No.
What was Cyan rolling for?
Just
Resolve.
resolve over versus Moki's sense motive.
Oh.
I imagine it just boiled down to Ava just sitting at it, staring while he gets the net gator. And when he comes back, she just turns and looks at him and says, "Why?" And he just responds with this.
I am above your comprehension.
Skulls
Mr.
beyond our
Electric,
understanding.
destroy this man.
I think the funniest thing would probably just be like, like Ava asks why, and Amos just like mothers under his ass, black mold as he storms out the door.
Exactly.
Like, not even like
Moon's
a
haunted.
black mold.
Moon's haunted.
No, hold on, no. Dead horse, black mold. Yeah, all right, well, 1 second.
What?
And Devila kind of goes, there was a guy.
There was a guy at the door.
There sure
What
was.
guy? What guy?
I don't know, there was just a guy.
The one you
There was-
whispered to with your stand.
You know the guy. He was there.
This is a fucking mess.
This is, I love
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. We can keep going through.
Can I also perchance roll a stealth to try to break into the room and grab the book?
I don't think that would be stealth.
Well, it kind of would be. You'd also need
Yeah, without
to
getting
like
noticed.
be able to like open the door.
Sleight of hand?
Probably disable device for the lock picking.
I thought sleight of hand was lockpicking. Disable
No,
device
it's
was for like
disable
turning
device.
shit off. What the fuck?
I mean, sleight of hand is like stealing shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna yoink your
Because a
entire
lock is a
register.
device.
Technically, So actually no, Amos goes back to the room, grabs WD-40, squirts it in the lock.
The lock isn't rusty.
I'm aware. He's aware. He's
I just asked him
It's a lucky charm.
what's going on.
It's a lucky charm.
Lucy's just watching this happen.
I would like to use. I'd like to send my stand over by Lucy again and just whisper. I have no idea.
The deceptive device was a 9, by the way.
You're just kind of like fucking around with the lock, and there's just like a loud
Nothing's
knock
happening.
a loud knock from the other side. Just
Little did they know, it was unlocked.
just a loud knock from the other side. Just don't come in unless you're masked.
I am masked.
Lots of chemicals. 20
I
minutes.
fucking love chemicals.
I consume chemicals. This is my favorite
Can I please
pastime.
come in? I want to check on my friend.
Your friend isn't here.
Where is he?
Is Amos responding in a Russian accent?
Yeah.
Why should I know?
Well, can I come in? I need to make sure he's not there.
Just say your friend owes you money.
You just kind of hear the tarp just like slightly kind of open a little bit, and then just like the lock kind of turns, opens a little bit, and this old man just kind of like looks at you, just completely dead-eyed, and just says, "No." And he just closes the door again, locks it, and puts the tarp back on.
Okay, can I roll, like, sleight of hand to jam the can of WD-40 in between the doors?
The can explodes.
Yeah, that's a chance.
Sure.
Is Lucy just watching this happen?
Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here in utter disbelief.
That's a 20.
Can I ask Amos, what the fuck is going on? That's so important that you need to get into this room right now.
There's something in that room, and I don't trust him to be in there with it.
And then as you're doing this, you're like jamming the WD-40 in. You just like fucking kicks it out, and you just hear him mention, you know, if you're going to discuss
something, let me in.
If you're going to discuss things, you should do it out of earshot.
Can I just like open the door, walk across the hall, and you like take the handle of my cane and like hook it into the back of Amos's shirt and just drag him back to the door?
Fucking pulls off stage.
Yes, you certainly can. Just as Amos is continuing the conversation with Lucy.
Can I roll?
Do we need to roll for that?
Fuck, what would you be rolling?
Resolve.
I'm Amos roll save to not get ripped out of the fucking thing by the cane.
I rolled diplomacy. I rolled diplomacy.
You know what? Yeah, you also get a +10 versus Amos.
Oh my gosh.
For diplomacy?
Yeah, for specifically interactions.
I'm a big fan of the interacting
like
with Amos modifier.
Yeah.
Modifier.
All right, so here's the roll. I'm rolling like shit today.
No. Okay, no. Don't. No, sorry. It's not diplomacy. It's roll handle animal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know what? That works.
What was Amos roll to negate?
Reflex save.
Reflex save. All right.
I'm rolling so horribly.
Damn.
It's just 27 charging it. Oh my fucking god.
The worst roll and then one of the best rolls you've ever seen.
Ava is just like desperately trying to pull him away, and he's kind of slowly being like tugged back a little bit, but he's still just like continuing the conversation as if nothing's happening.
Actually, hold on. Can I try to summon my stand behind the door to unlock the door?
God.
You don't know how to use your stand properly.
You
yet.
don't.
Slightly appeared to me in my dreams, okay?
I would like. I'd like to just kind of like look over at Lucy and just kind of like give her the look of please help me.
All right, can I do like a grapple check to pick up Amos?
Yes,
Get him out
you
of here?
can. Yes, you
Would
can.
that be like grapple, or would that be like a strength check?
What do I
or-
what do I
that's
roll
a
to unlock
grapple,
door?
so that's a combat mover.
Or
The CMB number.
What do I roll to summon my stand?
CMB?
What do
Yeah,
I roll to
yeah.
attempt?
Where is that?
It should be on your base stats page.
Yeah,
right.
it's
Base
the
stats CMB.
And to summon your stand,
it's
that's a
next to
resolve
attacks.
check.
Oh,
No, for gotcha.
Yeah, because you're not super trained well.
Oh,
with, like,
CMD.
your
That's
stand. Or CMB.
23.
No, the CMB.
That's a 14.
Oh, CMB. That's +9. So I'd roll 20 + 9.
Correct.
Okay.
And what is it to resist a
15.
combat maneuver?
That's versus Amos's CMD, the defense.
Which is 24.
Unfortunately, due to the scuffle of just Amos's raw insanity, Ava trying to pull him away, and him just not caring, it is slightly too difficult. You're just trying to pick him up a little bit, but he's a little unstable. You don't want to knock him over on Ava. So you're trying to lift him up, but he's still just kind of almost
Can I
moving
roll
out
to
of the
kick
way
in the
like
door?
a cat.
Can I try to kick in the door?
Shout him just to get the hell out, dumbass.
There's something really important in there. I need it.
does
Let's go.
Devila have keys? Because I'm thinking we could just jingle them in generally in Amos's direction.
Sure, you can do that.
Can I please try to kick the door in?
You're too far away from the door, and also
am I?
Lucy is in the way.
You are being grappled by two women, and you're trying to keep the door open.
Neither have actually grappled me.
I'm trying my
You're just
damnedest. You're too squirmy.
You're
Fucking
being
earthworm.
flanked.
Can I try to just bull rush the door?
There's a Lucy in the way.
What if I try to slide kick the door?
There's a Lucy in the
Still,
way.
I'm in front of the door. I am right in front of the door. You would have to get past me, and I don't think you could.
Hey, Lucy, can I borrow your keys for a second?
No.
Why? Can you unlock the door, please?
Lucy's keys
I don't have
open windows.
I don't have the key to this room. What do you mean?
Can you try?
What?
Oh, can I convince Lucy to just punch Amos in the face and knock him out?
You don't have to convince me.
At this point, I think that might be our only option. I will
That'd be a
roll
strength roll if
diplomacy
you
to
wanna do it.
convince her.
If you want to do it, that's a strength roll.
I don't even know. What am I supposed to do with this thing?
That's not this thing.
What's
This
the
creature.
solution? What's the solution here? This rogue element.
Just let him into the room.
Do that one scene from fucking Dragon Ball where you just karate chop him in the back of the neck and knock him out.
You gotta
Okay.
roll. You gotta
Can I roll diplomacy to get him to calm the fuck down, and I'll go in the room and get whatever he needs me to get?
Sure.
Yeah, no, he just accept that.
If you fail, then I will certainly try.
He would just accept that.
Okay, listen,
It's
Amos.
the-
I am going to just calm down for
Mm-hmm,
1 second. Just I'll go in there because I'm not the one trying to break in there actively and pick this guy off. Just tell me what you need,
Okay.
and I will get it out of the room. What does it look like?
There is a rusty old book with a lock on it. I need that. I do not trust old man with it.
Okay, that is
Yes.
all you need to say. That was the
Thank you.
short and end of it. You did not need to do all of this. Oh,
Trust me, Lucy.
Amos
I've
is
tried to make him vaguely normal. It only worked a little.
I can see that.
I'm trying my best.
Amos is very bad at using his words.
Godspeed.
At this point, Devil is basically in the doorway to the room with the first 3 rooms, and just kind of watching.
Watching this all unfold.
Yep.
I'm just imagining Devla just eating Amos's cereal.
Yes, I actually thought about that.
It's somehow frozen at this point already.
Yeah. You like go to tap the spoon and it's just.
No, you like grab the spoon to take it up. You bring up the whole like frozen thing of milk too.
Oh my fucking god.
Amos is gonna scurry and grab his can of WD-40 though.
Okay. I knock on the door and I ask, "Hey, can I look in there for a second? I want to see what this mold thing's about."
They kind of, you hear kind of the footsteps kind of step over. I'm afraid not. This
Is the door open?
full of too many chemicals in here, and you're not properly equipped to deal with them. And I'm not properly authorized to allow a student inside where a student could breathe in harmful aerosols into their lungs. What would your
I
parents...
got
kinda
that
just-
mask you gave me.
Devila kind of just says loudly, "Hey, just open the balcony."
Ah, yes,
Oh,
poison
yeah.
the entire campus.
Wait, no. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh god, Amos is gonna try to sneak around to the fucking balcony. Are we on the?
the
Are we on? What story are we on?
I believe you are on the 4th story.
What's happening then?
Okay, so is the window unlocked?
You don't know.
I'm gonna ask Winter.
What?
Is your window unlocked?
Is your refrigerator running?
Okay, wait,
You just
before
said Asia window and not even pertain to anything in the game.
if can I try and intervene here before Amos ends up killing himself?
Yes, you can.
You
It's your
certainly
job
try.
at this point.
I would like to calmly, like gently push Amos and Lucy out of the way.
Amos is moving to the balcony.
In that case, while Ava's doing that, she's gonna look at Lucy and say, "Please, just make sure he doesn't go anywhere."
Okay, I jump in front of him and I shut the door to the hallway. I am not
Just-
letting him out.
Just headlock him. I would like to knock on the door and just attempt a diplomacy roll. I don't want to come in. Just he really needs something out of that room. Could I ask you to grab it for me? Here, I can roll Diplo if you want.
Go ahead.
I want to see this shit high. Fuck.
I'm
Alright.
not high.
17.
That's like decent.
38, yeah.
You kind of
Shut up.
You kind of hear a voice from the other door. All right. What am I looking for?
It's Amos. What was it? It was some rusty.
Large book, big rusty lock.
Without the accent, please, Amos.
Big like book with big rusty lock. Lusty rock.
You know what? Okay.
Well,
Some kind of book. I saw it as it was in there. I definitely saw it as he opened that door.
well, I'll have to look over everything in here, and I'll have to make sure it's not the source of contaminants. But
Which isn't
if it's
entirely
clean, I'll
fair.
hand it off to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's fine, and we can wait. Right, Amos?
Amos immediately just goes to like crisscross applesauce straight on the floor.
In front of the door.
Just wherever he is in the room.
He's like a little bit down the hallway. He just sits his ass
How do
down.
you get to the hallway?
I
like
blocked him.
the hallway before like
The
exiting the
main
room.
hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Sure enough, a few minutes pass, and eventually, you kind of hear just this machine that he took in start to kind of like wind down, and
Machine.
he kind of starts to pull down the tarp. There's a little kind of unlocking noise as he kind of steps out, takes off the mask. I'm sorry, but it seems the book that you were talking about, as well as several other things, were sources of contaminants. Now I'm going to need to know exactly who touched this book.
Ava just kind of looks over at Amos expectantly.
I don't know.
Mom wants you to talk, Amos.
Amos just says, I don't know.
I'm going to have to look into every single one of the rooms in this, and every single one of the bedrooms in this dorm. I'm probably also going to need to look into your room, young man. He kind of points over to Amos. It's possible you might have brought some contaminants with you, and
Amos is so fucked.
Can I approach him?
Sure.
And something really stupid, like drop my phone and then roll sleight of hand to grab the book.
You don't know where the book
Does
is.
he have it in his hand?
Is it
He
not in
doesn't
his
have it in
hand?
his hand.
So it's still in the room, maybe.
Can I roll to grab his toolbox?
You grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah, that one.
You want to roll to grab his toolbox? Sure.
No, that's not a good idea. I don't think it's. Neither is anything Amos has done so far.
Yeah. Okay.
When's that ever stopped you?
let me handle this. Okay.
Also, he is currently dealing with Ava's mom stare.
Amos would notice something peculiar, which is that, he's kind of wearing like a little bit of this on one of his ears. He has a little kind of one of those sort of like how security guards will have the kind of like little wire thing in the head.
Like an earpiece.
Yeah, an earpiece. That's what it's called.
Mm. Actually, can I roll perception to find the book?
Janitor wear one of those. Sorry, what was that?
Can I roll perception to try to find the book on him?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right. 25.
Oh.
Let me just do one
Why
funny little roll.
Perception's so high.
Well, you should funny. My perception is so high because I accidentally ended up min-maxing it after realizing, especially in a JoJo world, that's very important. What the fuck?
Although, you do see one thing, something which I will DM you.
Yippee!
And I roll a perception check because I saw the book as he was entering the room. So I'm just gonna look and see if it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It'd be really funny if it still was.
16.
16.
Sean, I'm going to roll to grab that.
It's in
I'm
his
going to
pocket.
Yes, okay, and?
What is in the? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Before he does that, can I please roll an intimidate check with a mom stare?
I already rolled a 14.
Roll a. You also get a +10 on this because it's against Amos.
All right.
Amos is fucking handler.
Yeah. I think that probably works.
So, does he roll again with disadvantage?
Well, I need to
just get shut down.
I think
I need
he
to
just
post
gets shut
this
down with that.
I need to post this in general because this is exactly what's happening right now.
No, you underestimate his guntism.
Okay. Okay, back to my roll though. Can I still see the book? I don't think we went over that. Is the book still there?
Peeking into the room, you kind of look over and you can see that like maybe one or two small things have been taken, but the book has also been taken. It's not in there. Or at least if it is still in there, he might have moved it somewhere else.
Can I ask him about the book? Like, what kind of contaminant is this exactly? What are we talking about?
As he's kind of like taking off his mask. Mold. Oh, you can keep your mask complimentary. Very bad mold. I'm not sure exactly where you were keeping this book, but it is particularly nasty, and I weep for the lungs of anyone who has read from it.
Sir, I like read that entire book. It's not at all contaminated. It's just kind of dusty.
Mouse.
You
Yeah?
read the entire thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to take you to the hospital, young man.
Oh, don't worry. I'm good.
Amos, stop
I
talking.
insist.
No.
You're going to the hospital with him, Amos.
But I'm allergic to serotonin.
You're going to the hospital with him.
But I don't like needles.
I don't care.
Let me
I
be
don't like
fast.
you having black mold.
There's
You
no
mind
black
if I
mold.
take a look at this book? Just to see what exactly was causing this mold epidemic.
There's no black mold. I looked in there. I looked at it. Black mold's pretty obvious. I've seen it before.
It's not
Can I
black
roll
mold, it's another kind. Still a
I have
pretty
seen mold.
severe strain.
I've seen a lot of mold. I've seen a lot of mold in my time.
I'm
Amos,
afraid I cannot risk showing it to anyone else. I've put it in a quarantine ziploc for that exact reason.
Can I bite it?
Lucy, do
What
you
are you
have
gonna
duct
do
tape?
with it? No, I don't got any
Well-
duct tape.
The typical procedure for this kind of thing is that we see if we can disinfect it. If we can't, we burn it.
Hmm.
That's
Well-
one of the many red flags in Amos's head.
The thing about that is,
Amos
This
is a
book-
living record.
seems very important to my friend here. So I'm wondering if maybe I could come with you, and I'll see, and you can disinfect it. I'll get it right then and there, and we can just end this whole thing without any more confrontation from my eccentric friend here.
He kind of looks around, just clearly a little annoyed. You are welcome to accompany your friend to the hospital, but as for importance, I'm afraid it's irrelevant. Do you know how long I've been on this job?
2 days.
Amos!
Yeah.
I've been here for 15 years.
That's a little
15
bit more than
years
2
I have
days.
been doing this job. Do you know how many how many mold contaminants I have had to clear out that happened to be important to people?
At least one.
A lot more than one.
2.
Amos?
Yeah.
Can I roll a
You're
sense
gonna-
motive?
Go ahead.
While
What
you're
is
doing that,
my
I just
sense motive?
want to keep fucking threatening Amos.
I just want to threaten you.
I just want to threaten you. What's wrong?
Lit-
Your sense motive?
The picture,
Can
it's
I,
in
can I
um,
also roll
wisdom.
sense motive?
Yeah, sense
Wisdom.
motive. That's
I
that's the
also would
wisdom
like the
skill.
sense motive, although
Wisdom.
Amos is getting very bad vibes, TM, from him.
Sense
already.
motive. I don't have any multipliers on that, so I'm just gonna have to rebird this shit.
In the picture I posted in general is literally what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I have a +10 for dealing with
What are our
Amos.
rolls?
I mean, 17 isn't bad. That's like nearly what I could get. So.
Well, Lucy is kind of suspicious from interrogating him. Kind of, you're pretty sure there's definitely something else up. As for everyone else, this man is definitely not telling you everything.
Amos's schizophrenia is tingling.
And
There is,
yeah,
You're not
I
exactly
want to roll
sure...
sense motive too.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You're not exactly sure what his, exactly what his other
Holy fuck.
we go.
thing is. But
Ava is.
Ava gets the with your vast amount of psychological knowledge,
Full of psychology.
you know for pretty much a fact, yeah, no, this guy isn't legit.
Can I
In
roll?
fact, he's probably only here to take specifically that book.
Can I do a a developmental psychology based roll to see if I can just like probe anything out of him about any form of motive.
Can I roll
Yeah,
craft
sure.
gunsmithing to see what his gun is?
Sure. You kind of like looking through him, like you just detect like he's in this conversation.
27.
You know, he seems to be kind of used to this kind of thing, but he's kind of slipped up a little bit. He seems a bit too impatient. All right. With a 27, you know that the gun that he is hiding inside one of his janitor pockets is definitely some kind of sort of medium-sized pistol. You're not entirely sure, like, exactly what, like, brand or ammo it takes, since it does seem to be, like, kind of, like, padded and hidden decently well. You can only tell that it is, like, some kind of, like, sort of medium-sized pistol. As for Ava, you're trying to sort of probe and find out what his motives might be. Well, in his case, he seems quite sort of... He doesn't really want to be here very long, which gives you the impression, and that combined with the earpiece he has, he's answering to someone.
Okay. I want
Call
to.
Mr. Goodday.
Do you have
Do I have
Mr.
his phone
Gooday's
number?
number?
Can I roll for Mr. Gooday's number?
No.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't even know if Mr. Goodday has a phone.
Can I just like audibly say, Mr. Goodday, hey?
I'd like to roll bluff to just sort of act like I'm giving up on pursuing, like trying to get him to change his mind, but not make him think like I know what he's up to yet.
Sure, yeah.
Where's
As
Amos in
as
perspective
Amos-
to him?
I believe you're still sitting crisscross applesauce in the hallway, aren't you? Just
Yes,
kinda,
but
like,
yeah.
am I like behind him? Am I in front of him?
You're in front of him.
Okay.
And as you kind of say that, he just kind of looks at you, just kind of dead-eyed, and he just kind of takes a few steps forward. He kind of kneels down just a little bit to kind of get on your level. Listen, kid. Mr. Gooday's not here.
Why not?
This is going to happen.
Why?
He knows who Mr. Goodday is, though.
I think everybody knows, don't
That
they?
is
Yeah,
true.
he's like the.
He's kind
campus
of like a
guy.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Do you understand? And he's just staring
Uh,
directly into Amos's eyes.
Can I roll to grab his gun?
no.
It is... It's not that close. He's not that close.
I kind of okay. I know I shouldn't assault him on my first day of class, but oh boy, do I want to.
If you think you can get past the mom stare again, you are free to try.
Can I take a crack at this just before we resort to violence?
Yes,
quick?
you can. Please do.
Okay, I'm going to just walk up right in front of him, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to be honest here. I don't think you're telling us the whole truth. Because if that book has such bad mold that someone who touched it needs to go to the hospital immediately, don't you think that would be warranted enough to close down this whole dorm room? Hell, maybe even this whole building? I don't. Yet you're just only taking the book. What if the mold spread throughout the whole building?
He still kind of crouching down. He kind of just puts his hands up a little bit and lifts
gonna get
himself
up and
up.
walk
You
to
can
the
tell
door.
that, with how old he is, it's kind of a little hard on his back. Kind of puts himself up to your level. He's a little shorter than you. He just kind of looks you in the eyes. You just transferred here, didn't you?
Yeah. What about it?
And given the time, I'd guess the same is true.
It's
for
like
the lot
7
of you.
a.m.
Given the time for a lot of you, I'd guess that you haven't gone to your first classes yet.
Mine's in like a couple
Nope.
hours. Good few hours. Many hours.
Time do you think
I
it
can
is approximately?
understand, given the fact that you're all new here, well, mostly all new, that you don't exactly know what you're missing out on, and that you seem a bit too eager to put your nose in things that could get you in trouble.
I fucking love
So
putting
I
my
will
nose in
tell
things that
you
could get me in trouble.
right now, it would be a very big shame if you happened to poke around in a room that is too contaminated, or if, say, you were scuffling around trying to find that book and accidentally happened to get mold on you. Us faculty would have no choice but to take you into the hospital and have you quarantined. Now, I'm certain that all of you don't want to miss your first classes. After all, there are several professors here who don't exactly like it when their spots in their lessons are wasted. I'm quite sure that a few of them would drop you if you didn't arrive at the first day of class.
At the very least,
Now you
can I know your
guess
name?
what would happen if you were living in this dorm and many of your professors dropped you because you didn't get to your first days of class because you were busy in quarantine.
Before he says anything, can I just put a hand over Amos's mouth?
Yes, you can.
Can I roll to bite?
Yes, you can.
A little bit of a nom.
What's that to what do I roll to bite?
Oh boy, I hope this doesn't do more than 10 damage.
Now this is what's going to happen. I'm going to take the
Is your name
contaminants.
Mike?
I am going to put them inside a quarantine zone.
Wait, no. Is your name
I'm
Mike?
going to disinfect them, and anything that isn't disinfected is going to disappear. I'm going to do my same examination on every one of your rooms to make sure that the mold hasn't progressed any further. Once I am satisfied, I will leave, and you will not hear or see from me ever again. And
What's your
you
name?
will not need to think about this any time after.
What's your name?
I hope we are clear.
What's your name?
That, completely ignoring Amos muffled sounds through Ava's fingers, he kind of moves over and begins to walk over to Lucy's room.
Now come on, Amos. You have your room to clean before the janitor cleans it up for you.
Where do I put all the pillows?
On your bed, Amos. Just clean it.
I already have like 30 of them.
Oh, you're going to be the
Amos.
death of me, aren't
Is
you?
is the janitor guy out of earshot now? Is he like, or is he still here?
He's currently going towards your room and is pulling out a ring of keys to unlock it.
Okay, can I whisper to Amos? And he wouldn't hear, or no?
That'd be a stealth roll. I mean, unless you want to like walk farther away and then do it. Although
I'll just wait until he's in my room, maybe.
All right.
Then you
How
lock
about
him
going
in
in
there,
there?
and then you set the room on fire.
Well,
I actually, at this rate, I might actually straight up have to buy that harness from the picture for Amos. Like, oh
It's
god.
like Amos doesn't carry like 3 knives on him at all times.
with that, he kind of just
You're on a college campus.
Yeah?
swings the door open. He kind of like looks inside. You kind of see
It's
him
in the
just kind
middle
of
of
like
a forest.
you kind of see him like pick up the plant and kind of place the plant outside before he kind of tarps it all up and just kind of locks it back.
He hates plants. He hates aloe vera.
All right. Amos.
Yeah?
I have to know.
What?
How important is that book?
Well,
What was
it
in
talks
that?
about infinite energy and like people who lived here 100 years ago. So it was the diary of Cal Deadhorse, and
Okay,
he-
real
one of the
quick.
professors, and yep.
Did Amos actually read the entire thing?
I honestly think so. He
All right.
found it very, very interesting.
In that case, he's kind of venting and kind of
Lesbian.
cleaning Lucy's room. I could describe what Amos would have seen, and so that Amos would be describing this all to the rest of you.
Yes.
All right.
Generally, it was the sort of diary of this man who lived like about 1914. It was 1914, and he sort of it was specifically the journal for the years 1913 to 1914. Cal Deadhorse. Indeed, he was a stand user. Judging from what Amos was able to read, it seems that his stand sort of took the form of like a couple of these tiny like mechanical puppets that were able to sort of disassemble things and reassemble them pretty easily and pretty quickly. They kind of lived in these same dorms nearly 100 years ago with a couple other people. There were 4 people in their old friend group. Cal Deadhorse, them, a man by the name of Lupin Lucalister, a man by the name of Alex Holt, who also preferred to go by the Hollywood Hootsman. He was a really weird guy. He was actually the one person in the friend group who wasn't a stand user, and seemed to just have some other strange supernatural power. Although, for some reason, halfway through the year, he said something about how things were getting worse in Egypt and he had to leave. And then he disappeared. Was never heard from again. Finally, the last one was Slim Pickens, who actually lived inside Amos's room. Started as kind of like a math major, but kind of had a bit of an interest in the military. There was a couple of other notable things, though. Specifically, this was at the time of Professor Oliver Graves, who, as people who you've all done the orientation, you would have actually heard a little bit about this figure. They were active, they were active at about the time. One of Arbor Academy's most famous people, actually, their most famous faculty, they tragically died in a flood in 1914. Although this detailed a little bit of a hidden story of that flood. Cal Deadhorse acted as this Professor Graves' sort of assistant, teacher aide. They'd sort of, sit in on classes, help grade assignments, carry things around. But they'd also help build, their little machines, because Graves had a vision. Graves was a stand user in himself, and he imagined a world where stands were used industrially for everyone around the entire world. Stands, in his view, were an easy source of free energy, and while using a specific, kind of metal contraption that he assembled with the help of Deadhorse here, he was able to use the power of his stand to essentially just create free energy. Hence why the machine never worked when anyone else used it. It required his stand to work.
Mm-hmm.
But Graves wasn't satisfied. As Graves continued to research, and as they all continued to sort of do their own research, they found something else. They continued doing research into exactly how stands would function. And they found something. Exactly what it was, Cal seems to have erased from all the pages, and certain pages that went into detail have been ripped out, and according to some of the final diary entries, they intended to burn them so that no one else would be able to know. There was some process that Graves wanted to elevate their stance, somehow to unlock the hidden potential in any person's stand, to give them, in the words of Graves, the power of nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever this power was, Graves resolved to construct this large tower in the middle of by the river. After all, this was before the dam was erected around around Arbor Academy and before the lake was created. Back then, it was just the Black River. He created a large tower at the base of the river where the lake is now, and began a specific ritual. By now, Deadhorse and everyone else no longer believed that Graves was someone trustworthy of having this kind of power. And so the lot of them, the ones who were left, banded together to stop him. And on that night, as it rained and poured, they were the ones to destroy the tower as it collapsed into the raging river below, and Graves disappeared. The only thing remaining really was a couple of bits of scaffolding that hadn't collapsed, and Deadhorse was the only survivor, well, Deadhorse and Pickens. Pickens was changed. He didn't have the use of his legs anymore, so the two of them ended up drifting apart. And Deadhorse began to raise a child. A child that they had found inside the tower that night. A child that had been taken from Graves. Graves's secret child who he'd had with someone else who he had occasionally spoken of in his studies over the year. Some contact who knew various things about the occult and who knew various things about archaeology and such things. I believe, thinking back, you're pretty sure the name was that they referred to them as was the good Miss Champollion.
The French.
The French.
The two of them apparently had a child, and Deadhorse raised this child. At the final entry of the diary of the Deadhorse diaries was that they intended to raise this child, hopefully, so they wouldn't repeat the mistakes of their father. And that now that Graves is gone, hopefully this knowledge would die with him. And then just in case it wouldn't, in case anyone else would be able to find this diary, they intend to destroy all knowledge of it. So that little devil that gave them false promises of finding whatever they wanted most would never show up again.
So what's being said here is do not trust the French.
Essentially.
Yep. Can Devila write all that down and just put it in her bag?
Yeah, sure. Taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, Amos doesn't have perfect recall of this,
Yeah.
but that was the general gist.
To be fair, he probably would have, instead of set champagne, he probably just pronounced it champagne.
It's champagne.
Yeah.
Does the janitor have the book in the bag? Does he have it on his person, or is it in his toolbox or whatever?
You weren't able to see where he was
That's
keeping
true.
it, although he did
Could
mention it was
I
in a quarantine Ziploc.
roll a perception to see where that might be, if it's on his person or something? Well, when he comes back out, of course.
Yeah, sure. Just as a matter of fact, just as Amos is finishing up the description, hear a bit of a lock. The unlock. The tarp's kind of ripped off, and he kind of steps his way out, kind of placing the little aloe back in. Kind of looks over. By the looks of it, your room's all clean. Surprising to me, but, well, I suppose not surprising to you. He kind of just goes over to Trigg's room and kind of begins fumbling with the lock.
You don't.
Can I search
That's
him?
not a good idea.
No,
That's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea, though.
With the unanimous protest, he kind of looks back.
I would not open that if I were you.
He kind of looks back
Don't
and just
open
kind of...
that. Do not open that.
He kind of just sees how earnest you're all being. Well, I doubt the mold spread that far.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Trust me, it's a bad idea.
Now.
He kind of steps forward, and yeah, you can do your perception check to,
All right.
you know, sort of look over him as he's walking past you.
23.
23. Well, you know, looking him up and down, he's, you know, his janitor pockets don't really have any pockets big enough to be able to hold that book. The only place where it could possibly be is inside his, like, weird toolbox, although even then you don't actually see any way where, like, where that would be able to, like, open. There doesn't seem to be any, like, clear hinges on it.
What if you take his earpiece?
What? What?
I think he'd
He's
notice.
asking at his earpiece. You don't know that.
Alright.
What if it's just like constantly has music going, or like somebody's constantly talking to him, and then it just stops?
He kind of steps out to the hallway and begins fumbling with the keys again. And he's heading over.
Can I go up to him
Yeah, sure.
and talk to him again? All right. So, from what my friend described here, that book seems to be some kind of historical document of sort.
Don't tell him that.
Now, I think it would be not very good to just go and disinfect it, even if you can't, to burn it. I think what needs to be done here is you should go to the nearest library, wherever. We should keep it in the bag, safe, contained, of course, and just hand it over to them so they can do whatever they need to do with it, and hopefully we can have this piece of history preserved.
Lady, I'm with the faculty. We know what we're doing. I flipped through some of the pages myself. I'll try my best to preserve it, but if there's mold, well, there isn't much that we could be able to do anyways. The mold will consume it one way or another, whether or not if we can't disinfect it.
The mold consumes all.
I'll talk to someone and see if we could get certain things copied down. I agree. It is quite historical. I'll see what can be done.
Just hold it a second. Yippee! You said you flipped through it?
Not very much. Just make sure that to see the exact extent of the mold damage on the pages.
Wouldn't that mean that you need to go to the hospital now? You said anybody who touches it should go to the hospital immediately.
Throwing a respirator.
Puts up his hands, just shows you his very heavy-duty gloves, kind of points to his mask. Fortunately, I am equipped with the proper precautions. I am a professional. With that, he kind of fumbles with the keys a bit and unlocks the door to Devila, Ava, and Amos's dorm.
Devila kind of pipes up, hey, there might be a couple unsavory things in room 6. Be careful.
This is a college. Whatever you're thinking, I've seen it before.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you've seen it before. It's just a bit unsavory.
I really highly recommend not going into room 4 for your own sake.
I'm just trying to think, what the hell can I do?
Subtle,
to get this
Amos.
book?
Just don't go in room 4, I promise.
Benson Amor's still in his car, by the way. So.
He hasn't actually put them in the room yet. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's...
I don't think Amos has told
worried
everyone
about
else that he has a gun, by the way.
Yeah, no, nobody knows.
Oh no, Ava knows.
Oh no,
Does
yeah, Ava
Ava
would know.
Do you think I would have spotted it?
Do you
it's
think
pretty
I would have
well
known when I was
down.
in his car?
The only reason that Amos was able to spot it
It's
was
because he's got
Amos
like
rolled,
cracked perception.
Yeah, he rolled pretty high on perception, and also Amos knows about guns. That's the only reason.
Amos
That's
knows
fair.
too much about guns.
And also
Okay,
Ava,
gotcha.
because of the nature of Ava's stand ability. He's kind of moving over to. Looks like he's first going into just kind of like. He's first going over to. I believe that would be yes. He is first heading over to Amos's room.
That's a good sign.
But I just realized I'm dorming with two of the people who aren't here right now. It's fucked up.
You are the only one alive in that dorm.
Yeah.
Wait, canonically, where's Trig? Or is he just sleeping through this
Asleep
shit?
as shit.
Trig's doing Trig stuff.
Probably getting
Yeah.
high off gunpowder somehow.
I'd like to
Yeah,
think
that too.
he is just he's just hard sleeping through this entire thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. It would be in character.
It would
Yeah.
be very funny.
So I say we should probably move over to, like, the other room that the Mr. Guy is in. Actually, what time is it?
It's getting
Yeah,
kind of morning. It's about,
7?
like, by now it's probably like about like 7:30, 7:40, and none of you have had breakfast, by the way. Well, actually,
Yeah,
one of
well,
us
I've had
breakfast.
some of cereal.
I don't eat breakfast.
That explains
It's
a
the
lot
secret
of
to
Ava's
being
behavior.
smart.
That does
What do
actually
you
explain a lot.
mean? What do you mean that explains a
Her
lot?
breakfast with vodka.
That is true.
The grumpy Russian mother.
She needs it to deal with Amos. Did you see what he just put her through?
Yeah.
Ava
She
dealt with
was
this for,
using
like, half a year.
she used her cane to try and pull him away. That's how bad it was. The thing that she can barely walk without.
And this is nothing. This is just Amos trying
Last
to get
year-
a book.
Last year, in the fucking insane asylum, Ava had to deal with him for half a year. Nursing this motherfucker back to some modicum of stability.
And yet he is still feral.
Alright, well. So
She couldn't fix everything. She's not a miracle worker.
You're thinking of moving into the other one of the other rooms?
At this point,
Yeah,
I just
Amos is
keep
just
my
gonna-
eye on him, but
Amos
I've
is gonna-
kind of given up on getting the book back at this point.
Actually,
At
but
least without
before
violence, and I'd prefer not to beat the shit out of a faculty member on my first day.
Probably a
we
good idea.
go and move over to the other room, can Ava just quick go into her room, grab something out of her drawer that is most certainly not a good thing to be seen by staff, and just kind of casually walk away with it?
Yes, yes, she can.
Is it a
Sean, I
gun?
think you know exactly what she has because we talked about it.
Don't
it a
worry. Okay. Do you want me to leave it a surprise for all the other players, or?
Sure, I'd be down for a surprise.
Yeah, we'll
Surprises
keep it
are
a surprise.
All right, that's a
Well-
surprise. She picks up the surprise tool that will help you later.
It will most
I hope it's more
specifically
pocket
help
size.
Ava later.
Oh, definitely. She can't deal with Amos without it.
I like the things. Is it just like an injector?
Yes.
Fraud.
Ava's coping mechanism to deal with Amos, heroin.
No, I mean like a sedative.
It's like a fucking like nightstick, and she just whaps him over the head with it.
Doink.
Doink.
Okay, so,
Actually, now that I think about it, pretty much like the only thing in Amos's room that's been moved in yet is like about half of his clothes probably, and all the blankets and plushes.
And yet Ava still
no
called it a mess.
take-backsies, you already said there was an entire arsenal of firearms in there.
Okay. He doesn't have them yet. He's prepared though.
Okay. Normally I would say no, but given the fact that, like... Given
It's
the
the
fact
first
that
day.
it would not make any sense for you to be able to sneak that much past security in this one instance, I will say sure, you don't actually have those guns in there.
Like, yeah, I don't think Amos could get his hands on this many guns.
He could.
All
He
right,
could.
this is very good information. Thank you.
I think we both
America.
know that he could.
I
All
don't
right.
know if like arms dealers would want to deal with him.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways,
Yeah.
so you're just, he's still just like kind of venting Amos's room. Anything you're all gonna do?
Amos is gonna take his cereal out of the fridge and put it in the microwave for like 30
It's in the
seconds.
freezer.
Yeah, sorry.
It's in the freezer.
And then put it in the microwave to melt the.
I'm going to get breakfast.
The
What
microwave?
hell do we have
No!
in the
Wait,
fridge?
wait. Hold on. Hold
There
on.
is breakfast. There is breakfast in the fridge, but there is also complimentary breakfast downstairs.
I see one thing that I have to do real quick because it will result in Amos killing not just himself, but probably a couple other people.
Get the
no.
spoon out!
I need to immediately take the frozen bowl of cereal out of the microwave, remove the spoon from it, and then
like
put
a
it back
plastic
in.
spoon, right?
No.
If it's a
Sean, what-
plastic
do
spoon,
they
it's
have
still
plastic
gonna
spoons?
melt into your fucking thing.
No, they. Have you ever used a plastic spoon in a microwave?
Yes.
I have one right
Have you
here.
put
It
out-
fucking
I find
explodes.
I find it alarming you
Oh.
put any spoon in the microwave. The plastic
Just a
would
little
melt,
bit of Amos
wouldn't it?
posting. I've actually never done that now.
Oh my fucking god.
Devila also goes into her room and grabs something, but it's probably not what Moki had. I won't. Probably. I'm saying probably because I genuinely don't know what Moki had.
Amos is gonna unlock his room, go into his room, and just
The
like
guy's in
grab
there.
a bouncy ball and go back out.
What?
The room is currently locked because he's inside it.
Yes, Amos has the keys to his own room. No.
And Ava just
Fair enough. All right,
like,
so
light-
you're gonna go in.
Yeah, you're just gonna go and like grab like
You go-
like his backpack, and that's it. And
You
walk
go
out.
in, and you are face to face with a taped tarp, and immediately a bunch of just foggy gas starts leaking out because the room is entirely coated in it.
That's that. Oh, it's foggy.
Yes.
I bonk Amos over the head with my
cannot-
cane.
I cannot. What?
You just hear a yell from inside. Kid, do you have a fucking death wish?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm bonking him over the head.
I slammed
Yeah,
the
no,
door
that's
shut.
acceptable.
Get your roommate
I'm-
under control.
I'm trying. Trust me.
Amos backs it. What does it smell like, actually? Does it smell like just chemicals?
I imagine it's probably not a good idea to smell it.
I imagine it's like a fog. I mean, he has like a neck gaiter on. Okay.
Yo,
I just
wait,
shove him
this,
out of the way and I slammed the door.
this dude walked into Amos's room, locked the door, and then vaped all over his room.
Okay,
Yeah.
is anyone actually going to try to smell this
No,
gas?
I'm not.
No,
I
I'm
had
not.
to have a tarp put up.
I feel like
Okay.
I'd kind of get a whiff of it just because my sense of smell. Just
That's true.
even just. So what would it like? What would I get a hint of?
In that case, it would smell
Chemicals.
vaguely like you kind of catch you off guard. It doesn't actually smell that much like cleaning chemicals. It really only smells like mist and rust.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of moss in there.
Napalm?
Huh.
Or not napalm. Fuck. No. What's that thing called? Thermite.
What?
Considering the room is still intact and not, burning at the temperature of the sun, I don't think that's the case.
Probably not.
Amos has definitely smelt thermite before, though.
Yes, definitely. We know this.
Yeah. And I don't think Amos would like try to breathe it in, but like it's a net gator and he just opened the door, so like he probably would end up like smelling it.
Yeah, in that case, you'd probably see. You'd probably also know about the strange rust smell.
Yeah, no. Then he does say, "Oh my god, is that thermite?" And then yeah, he does back out and close the door.
Oh my fucking god.
It's an open-ended question, guys.
Is it?
All right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
in that case,
He's gonna press the 30 seconds button on the microwave.
with that, you kind of wait a few more minutes. Can get into about like 7:40. Lucy, were you gonna were you gonna make some breakfast yourself in the dorm, or were you gonna go downstairs to get the complimentary breakfast?
After smelling that weird thing that doesn't smell anything like cleaning stuff, I'm gonna go back to my room and just check it out and make sure you didn't take anything from my room too, without telling, because this guy clearly is not telling a lot of the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just do that, and I guess I can. Well, it's my room, so would I have to roll a perception check to see if he took anything?
Just roll a perception check. Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay. 13. Okay, I'm blind as fuck.
Well, yeah, you're not exactly seeing anything. You do not really see anything. I mean,
And then you realize
is there
he
anything
took
up
your
with the
Xbox.
room?
No, I mean, you kind of like look around your room. It just seems. I mean, there's the vague smell of rust there. It doesn't seem to smell like anything else, though. You kind of look around. It's just. It honestly. I mean, things have been kind of like. A bit turned over. He was careful. He wasn't like exactly like throwing things around and wrecking them. Looks like he's kind of rummaged through your, like, all just kind of everywhere, but so far as you can tell, nothing at all has really been taken.
Gotcha. All right, so I guess I'll just go into the kitchen and see what the hell's in the fridge or whatever. I don't really feel like going down so far away from this suspicious dude, just in case something happens.
Yeah.
So I'll just look
Fair
in the
enough.
fridge and see what's in there. What do we got in this bitch?
Well, you'd probably have. I mean, what would you have bought?
I didn't really buy food.
Wait, no. You look in the freezer, and inside you see the ice
The
cream.
horrors.
The ice cream. What do you mean the ice cream?
Ice cream from a very specific ice cream brand. A brand that's
Oh my
quite
fucking
local
god. Oh
to
my
this
fucking
city,
god.
or to this university.
Is it the ice cream dude's ice cream?
It's the ice cream dude's ice cream.
I didn't eat it.
This is
Nobody
not
put that
this is-
there.
Yeah, this is not the one.
It's
that you put there.
complimentary.
Oh, this is a completely different ice cream. Okay.
Yep. Vanilla
Well,
bean.
Vanilla bean.
That is like the best ice cream, to be fair.
I'm not sure how it got here, but who am I to complain about free ice cream? I'm going to eat it.
I know you're probably using a bowl, but I'm just imagining you just like taking a spoon, just eating it out of the fucking jug.
That's probably what I do. I don't think Lucy would give enough of a shit.
Actually, in character, yeah.
You got a problem with it? Let's fucking fight.
I mean, there's no one else in the dorm who's gonna stop her.
Exactly.
All right. Well, in that case, is anyone else gonna be doing anything while Amos's room is being searched?
Amos is gonna make another bowl of cereal.
Ava's going to stop him from doing that.
Why does Ava hate his fruity pebbles so much?
She's trying to make sure that Amos doesn't kill himself and leads a moderately coherent life. You already ate breakfast once, and then you put it in the freezer. You don't get to have another.
Why are you so mean?
I'm not mean. Just don't freeze your cereal. I didn't think I'd have to say that.
Yeah. You kind of hear the door open, and kind of steps out. Looks like there isn't much mold back here.
What chemical were you using?
None of your business.
It smells a lot like thermite.
Amos,
Yeah?
stop it.
Why?
As I suspected, I doubt the rooms on this side are going to have any contamination. It won't take much longer, although that one did take quite a lot longer than I expected, given the fact that I had to vent it twice because someone opened the door.
I'm sorry.
Well, I should be faster in the other rooms. Then I'll get out of your hair.
I like to think that like we just heard a crash one of the times he was in there because he fell over due to all the plushes on the ground.
like a stumble.
Yeah, like a.
He kind of.
And then just like a swear in whatever the fuck language he speaks.
I just realized all your blankets and plushies are gonna be sticky. You just sprayed shit all over them.
God, you're right. He kind of steps back and he kind of steps over to Ava's room and but before he kind of unlocks it, before he goes in there, he kind of looks back. And it looks at Amos. You really shouldn't tear the wallpaper that much.
Oh, I didn't. That was like that when I got there.
Also, hidden compartments for suspiciously firearms-shaped.
I have no plans whatsoever. Please don't worry.
Can Ava mom stare him?
Listen. Okay, they're for broomsticks. I'm a collector.
Not including under the pillows and plushies, you could fit about 30 weapons inside this room.
Okay, so
That's
I
a
rolled for
fucking
mom
nat
stare.
20.
Oh, God.
Nat 20 for Momster.
Amos is now incapable of speaking for the next 5 minutes.
Amos is collapsed.
His
Fucking
soul
died.
is restricted.
He will be under control and not causing any more problems. Right,
Amos is
Amos?
currently in the fetal position.
Amos, you will not be causing problems, right? Yes or no? I'm going to count to
Can't
3.
speak.
He can speak when I tell him to.
Oh.
Amos, I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to say yes or no. Understood? 1, 2.
Fine.
He won't be causing any more problems.
I hope that
What a
your
handful.
guarantee will stop him.
For now.
He kind of goes into Ava's room, locks it, kind of hastily puts up the tarp, and gets to work. Anything else
Amos
you
is
want to do, or
sobbing
are you
in the
just gonna
corner.
wait for him to come out?
I'll just wait for him to come out.
All right.
Ava has to get
Nice.
going to class, though.
Yeah.
Wait, what time is it?
It's about like it's coming up on 8 right now.
Okay.
Well, my class is 11:30, so I'm still good.
Yeah, my class is 8:30. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Go.
Devla's gotta run.
No, your tag team, Ava.
Actually, yeah.
I'll wrangle
Trig
this
too,
guy
but Trig is
for
a bit
you.
sleepy.
Yeah, Trig'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Slug's online. Hold on, wait.
Right before Ava walks off to like go to class, can she just do the "I'm watching you" like motion at Amos?
As you do that, you see Amos walking over to the freezer.
Don't make me mom stare again.
Just as Ava's leaving, he kind of heads out of Ava's room. Turns out he was actually pretty quick about it. He kind of heads over to Devla's room, the last one he has to check. And, just kind of unlocks, relocks, tarp up. You'd guess you have about, 5 minutes before he's out.
You just hear him really quietly. My God.
I told you, come on.
Alright. Just gonna
He starts like
sit down,
reciting a
eating cereal.
prayer in Russian.
Okay. Everyone's just having their nice little breakfasts and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Well,
Amos is eating another bowl of.
I kind of
Lucky
I
Charms
try
this time.
and catch up behind Ava and be like, "Hey, could you like get me in the direction of my class? Cause like I don't know anything."
Yeah, where are you going?
Let me see. It's the Yuzu Hall.
Yuzu
Okay.
Hall. Here. Where did I post the map?
Imagine not opening the fucking map in the browser and then saving it as a bookmark.
I probably
That's
should do that,
entirely
actually.
fair, actually. Yeah.
I am
Here.
doing that right now.
Everything that Sean has ever sent, I have saved in a folder.
That's fair. Where is
That is fair.
You
I
are
also
only
have lost it.
slightly mentally disturbed.
Well, no, it's like I don't know what I'll need to know later, so I'm
Yeah.
saving everything.
That's
fair
fair.
enough. You're
Yeah.
you're going to be a very challenging player to pull shit on.
You forget that the first like 4 campaigns I played in were all mystery campaigns.
Fair.
Wow. All right. So Yuzu Hall, that is College of Applied Sciences. It is that building, the sort of triangle one in the middle of the little kind of
Okay.
doohickey place. And then
Where
there's
is-
green one?
Where's the dorm?
Where's Ludwig Plaza 4?
Ludwig Plaza?
Ask Ludwig.
That's yes, okay. Ludwig Plaza is a College of Liberal Arts. That is there's sort of like those
Liberal.
4 little buildings there. It is the furthest one to the river.
To or from?
Like the furthest.
Hi, Duck.
It is the closest one to the river.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
That one's you.
In
It
that
actually
case,
has a couple
Mike
of
from Breaking Bad just went through your room and stole the fucking book.
It has some.
Yeah,
Wait,
It has some,
hold on. What did I
Plaza
miss?
stores.
Or should we catch him up, or should we wait till like
Yeah,
in
go
character
ahead and,
he gets here and then we catch him up?
We can catch Duck up briefly and then also do the
Okay.
more in depth in character.
This very suspicious janitor who has a firearm in his jacket and an earpiece stole the book from your room
When the fuck did he go in there?
just now, like
Yeah,
a couple
like,
in-game
Sick.
minutes ago.
He searched
About
he searched
30 minutes
through everybody's
in
room
games?
and he has just finished searching.
Did
he's just
did
finished
Winter
searching
like
Duck's room.
wake up?
Winter's in the hospital.
All right. So do I do anything, or am I kind of just a spectator for a bit?
We could if you're feeling up for it, we could say that like by now Winter might be like actually getting back. It's about like 8 in the morning now, so Winter, which classes do you have? Do you have any that you would need to get to?
Yes.
I don't.
Holy shit, we
remember.
have the same class.
Oh, look at that! Yeah,
Oh.
you both have Intro to Physics together.
Excellent.
Oh,
I'll take
shit.
them
So
both
many
there.
physics.
I'll take
Okay.
them both there.
All right.
Yeah, you just like pick me up on the way.
Grab.
I don't know about that. Ava is literally crippled.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have like a get in losers we're going shopping kind of moment, but no.
Ava walks with a cane. The fuck you think she's gonna pick you up with?
I meant like in a car.
The railway.
This is a campus.
Shut
I mean, there are
the
trolleys and
fuck.
stuff, so you could do the
That's
same
true.
as
Golf cart.
trolley.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Okay. Are there like 4x4s, like quads? Are there other quad bikes?
No.
There are golf carts that the faculty use.
Okay.
Damn.
Amos knows
Amos-
how to hotwire these
Oh no!
from his prior work.
All right.
You are getting the mom stare of a lifetime, buddy boy.
That's if
All
you
right.
find out.
Well, we'll kind of finish up. We'll kind of finish up at the dorms, and then we'll head over to see what Ava and Winter and Devil are all having fun with.
I'd like to think Lucy was trying to get a nap in before classes at 11.
Well, man, he kind of steps out of Devil's room, kind of like brushing himself off. I looked through it quite thoroughly. It looks like you're mostly clean. Looks like the only bit of
Mostly?
contamination. It kind of gives you a bit of a stare.
Yes.
Mostly clean.
Most of the contamination is mental in this case.
There is so much mental illness in this room. It is insane.
He kind of,
The hell was in
He's
that
kinda just-
room?
he's just kind of, he kind of like just heads out. He's like packing everything up. Well, looks like my job here's done. If everything goes well, you will not see me again. Goodbye now.
Love you.
He just like stops, looks at Devil, and just you'll need Jesus.
Can I stop him and ask him his name? I don't think we ever got his name.
Amos tried.
Oh yeah. You kind of,
Michaela-
just kind of stop him and kind of looks at you. What good is a name if you're not going to remember this encounter? By the way,
Okay, Mikhailovich.
he kind of goes into his pocket. I noticed something kind of strange in the rooms. Now, I am just a janitor. I'm not exactly paid to put connections together, but he pulls out a Polaroid. Devilish Polaroid that she got in the mail. Interesting choices of pictures that you all have.
Thanks.
Gonna set it down on the counter. And
What pictures were taken in that Polaroid?
it was the Polaroid, which
gate.
everyone except Winter would have received, of the kind of gate to Arbor Academy,
Oh,
with
Yeah,
the
Gotcha.
mysterious stand having
With
appeared
the
in it once you
tentacle
unlock your
beast.
stand.
Because fuck
And-
Winter.
gotcha.
If I remember correctly, none of you would have mentioned to each other that you have those Polaroids.
Oh shit, yeah.
Was it a camera or a photo?
It's a photo.
It's just like, photo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's the thing with the horrid scribbles that is literally the worst puzzle from anything I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
He kind of goes to the door and kind of, as he's leaving, he kind of looks
You
around.
have so much like animosity.
Fuck.
Oh, hi, Sludge.
Hey,
Welcome!
Trig Wakey!
hey,
Trick woke up.
guess what the fuck? My fucking alarm didn't happen.
Did it not work?
In
Cringe!
canon, in character too, apparently.
Yeah!
Thank you,
You have
miss
a class right now.
They need to run the class.
As as Trig is probably like bolting out the door of the other room and just like putting clothes on as he's running through the dorm or the dorms. Kind of the janitor just kind of looks back a bit and kind of at all the rooms. Kind of looks at kind of just looks at Lucy, looks at Amos.
Amos gives a colon 3.
I trust that the problem has been solved. Yes. And
yeah.
I trust that no new mold will appear.
No, I'm allergic to mold.
Do my best.
Good.
Yeah.
He kind of moves
Have we-
back and just
Have a good day at work, Mr. Mikhailovich.
Lego Star Wars. She has good taste in games. I was in theater. I was in theater opening night. And with that, he kind of picks up his toolbox and just heads off to the stairs.
He likes Star
Based.
Wars. This is what we know.
Wait, was that the thing that was bad?
He likes
Did
Star
he take
Wars.
my Lego Star Wars?
I mean, to your knowledge, it seems like, I mean, you didn't see, no one saw him carrying anything else out,
Okay.
other than his
I mean-
toolbox.
You could go check if you wanted.
Although Devla
Yeah.
is currently, like, on her way to the,
Mm-hmm.
to class.
To class. So she wouldn't even know.
No.
Alright, well,
Amos is now going to check his room.
okay, yeah, we can do one little check. And then we'll head off to Trig and everyone else who's going to
That's a
classes.
nat 1.
Oh,
I like to think when he walks in, he just trips on his fucking face and walks back out. That's...
Amos walks in, kind of slides, just kind of like, just fucking slides down, slipping on one of the pillows, lands face first, hits something hard on his head, and
Just like when he was a baby.
blacks
Holy
out.
shit!
Something
no class for you.
His
hard.
class is like 4 hours.
Something hard in the pillows. Strange.
The pillars?
In the pillows.
Pillows.
Can I look in the pillow? And see if he has like a pre-encrypted
Probably heard the
AR-15 in there or something.
I was gonna say, he probably just has like a switchblade in his pillows.
Would Lucy be like investigate? Actually, Lucy probably would have seen Amos like trip and just like
Die.
Yeah.
All right, well,
So should I look? Do I have to roll for anything, or can I just look in the pillow?
just sure. Just like flip through it.
Just open up the pillowcase.
Yeah, you open up the pillowcase, kind of look inside.
Amos
and
mumbles
you
about
see-
Steve Harvey again.
You just see a weird, just black box. A little blinking red light on it.
Bomb.
Can
Bomb.
I?
That's a bomb.
Amos sleeps on a bomb.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's
It's like a
fearless.
How
bomb.
big is it? How big is it?
It's about the size of a fist.
Okay.
Grenade.
Is it like a box I can open?
No, seems to be like
Granada.
seems to be like
Just
pretty
a-
like sealed shut. There isn't anything like any like hinges or anything.
I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in a far away corner in the room that hopefully nobody will step near.
Fair enough.
Actually, could I roll a perception check on this to see if there's anything up with it, or is it just like cut and dry? It's a black box with a red blinking light. That's
Actually,
it.
wait,
Nothing else to
wait.
it.
If you want to inspect it a bit more,
Amos can still roll perception. When he's
You're blacked out.
You're
Yes!
unconscious. No, you
I am
can't.
aware. Sean. I'm DMing this to you real quick.
No,
No,
I know what
actually-
you're talking
yeah, no.
about. That's
Yeah.
for sleep, not unconscious.
Is there
Damn
not a
it.
difference? Is there? It says
There's
there
a
on-
very big
Let
difference,
me,
yes.
Let me click this fucking thing.
Also, that relies on your stand, which is not fully awakened yet.
You're mean.
Alright, what was the... Oh,
No.
7.
Evan.
Well,
It's a box.
knowing Amos, it's probably either some, like, bomb or some weird, maybe like a gun safe, but for, like, bullets.
Bullet gun safe.
They got the Battlefield 1 Calibri in there. You know, like really tiny ass gun.
Yeah. There's a bunch of like, what is it, like 2mm rounds in there?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright,
Is
well,
that canon?
with that, we transition over to see Trig just like running past, fully putting on. Thankfully, he's managed to put on all his clothes, like kind of like just bag trailing behind him as he like runs through trying to get to his first class, nearly crashing directly into Ava and Devla, who are in the process of actually meeting up with Winter, who just happened to get out of the hospital and was hoping to get back to their room to be able to get a nap in, but has just been informed of the soul-crushing bit of information that class is in 30 minutes. This is
Let's
your
get
cue to
going.
interact socially.
Wait. Was that me or?
I
who's-
mean,
Wait.
Who-
Hold on.
wait a minute.
Okay.
Who am I?
He's a bit too out of it.
Winter?
I'm sorry.
Trig. And Ava.
Oh,
Wait, holy fuck,
oh,
all of
okay.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
all
the
of
only-
them.
We're left out, me and you.
Yeah, the unconscious one and the other one.
The other one.
I-
The one taking a nap.
The
Yeah,
fisher
we're not
Yeah,
talking about the
I
other
went
one.
to go take like a nap like for an
Yeah,
hour
we-
or two
we-
before I
just
get to
having
go
a good
class.
rest.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know how the fuck to start a conversation right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I don't think I don't think we have the time to start a conversation unless anyone has anything.
No, I meant like out of character. I don't know. Like, I'm just,
Here,
Well, Winter can just say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
that's.
I got you.
I don't know. Uh.
Hey,
I got you.
Winter, we've
I got you,
You've got a class at 8:30, right? It's physics, yeah.
Nah. I got like other shit.
Okay, hold on.
I said winter.
Winter.
Is it okay if we just assume Winter's going along with this and I just kind of spectate for the rest of the call? Because I don't
Fair
think I can
enough.
physically handle talking today.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
So, with that, Ava guides Winter and Reina over to Yuzu Hall for the Intro to Physics lecture. And Trig, where would Trig be going so soon in the morning? Let's find out. I DM'd I sent a big list of everyone's
schedule.
classes. Yes,
Run-
basic sculpture in Fairy Hall, room 21.
Yes.
I
Which-
wonder. I
That...
wonder if there's going to be a bunch of small Russians in there.
What?
Matryoshka dolls.
Holy
Fairy Hall
shit!
is this one.
Tally Hall?
It's in.
No,
Yep.
that's a different
No.
one.
Yeah, the
It's
Tally
Tally
Hall.
Hall.
Tally Hall is a different one.
Tally Hall.
That's where the principal is, or the
Tally
headmaster.
Hall. Tally Hall.
That's the
Wait,
Tally
isn't it
Hall.
like a band or something?
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Didn't ask. Don't care. Didn't ask. Get Tally Halled.
Get Tally
Yeah.
Hall. Ah, you got Tally.
AKA the Bronx Nightmare, AKA the Schizo Zone, AKA the Shia LaBeouf Nightmares Dimension.
What?
Yes.
At this point, when Sludge just says
AKA
something,
return to monkey. Sorry.
at this point when Sludge says something, I just kind of nod and smile.
Yeah.
So let's just
Alright.
says stuff, and we're here for it.
So then,
Yeah.
we'll just we don't need to go super in depth with the classes. Just unless there's anything you want to specifically do in the classes, headed to your, just Sludge. Trig heads over to Fairy Hall. It's a bit disoriented from oversleeping a little bit, but he manages to find his way there properly.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. I kind of do a fist pump as I enter the classroom. I'm like, fuck yeah, I made it.
You're like maybe 1 or 2 minutes late, but as you enter, you kind of take a seat and have a good rest. As you kind of sit with like a bunch of other people. There's like various each seat has just goggles and just a big lump of clay and a couple tools kind of on the side.
Dremel.
And in front, at the very front, as you sit down, you're kind of scanning over the class when you notice someone who you haven't seen in a long time.
Holy shit, who is it?
Your professor. She turns around in her chair. A little, sort of a thin, wiry woman, almost sort of like a vulture. Exceedingly tasteless and fancy kind of clothing everywhere. As she kind of gazes out around the class with an expression that looks sort of prideful, but you can clearly tell just has disdain. Her
Cool.
name
This is good.
that everyone else knows her from, the little name that she has written on the board. Professor Enqui. You know her on a first name basis. Professor Versaki Spur Enqui. You know her from your time in the film industry back home.
Oh, cool. It's fucking glad to see you're here.
She wasn't exactly the nicest person.
Yeah, I didn't quite mean it in
Yeah.
a genuine way.
Yeah, it was you don't entirely remember, fully, because you were kind of young at the time, but when you were out making movies with your pops, there was a few times when she'd be brought on to do various things like costume design, kind of background design and stuff, overseeing everything, and she was just the worst person to work with. Absolutely just did not care about other people. It was like seemed to take a joy in being critical of other people. And you are quite sure that she, as a matter of fact, went behind the scenes and screwed over multiple people during the production of the movie.
Oh, and that loads of fun.
And now, she is your sculpting professor. She doesn't seem to have recognized you, luckily.
Let's keep it that way. I don't want bullshit on on like day one.
A good choice. The other students seem to be kind of keeping calm. Some of them are kind of goofing off, but the air is definitely very tense. There are, it looks like a good few students here, at least the people who aren't beginners, know pretty well exactly what to expect from her. And the others, even the others who don't exactly know how much danger they're in, can tell that the air is not exactly, fun and games.
It ain't friendly.
Yep. Well, in case there's anything that you'd like to specifically do in the class, she's rather hands-off, just sort of telling you which pages to flip through in your books, and kind of, as you kind of sculpt, every sculpt, she kind of occasionally walks over and kind of inspects various people's work, and with a familiar critical eye.
Yeah, so can I begin pretty much my own personal little sculpting project?
Yeah, go ahead. It's the first day, so your assignment is basically just sculpt as good as you can, just to see what the skill level of the class is.
All right.
I feel like he's making a bomb.
Can I just kind of go with my gut and not really do anything specific? Just kind of let my subconscious do its thing.
Go ahead then. Give us
do it at random.
Give us the you got. We were going to Sludge.
Yeah.
You are honorably the first person of the entire party to do an in-class academia check.
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Scroll
Let's
way down
go.
to your little, academics skills and give us a roll for your sculpture class.
Alrighty. So, I gotta roll a d20 plus my artistry, which is 5.
Plus specifically the number by the
By the sculpting.
yes, what is it?
That's
no,
just a plus 5.
The basic sculpture one in the academia skills.
Oh, in the
Well, actually, no.
skills.
You could probably actually do artistry sculpting too if you want, because those ones are basically just interchangeable.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. You go ahead.
All right. I'm rolling the plus 5 and shit.
All right.
And I get an 18.
Ooh. All right. Well, just kind of concentrating, trying to just let the creativity flow, all of your emotions and passions. You kind of start molding the clay. Kind of, you have your little table here. It's got a little bit of a spinny wheel, so you're able to kind of put it on the spinny wheel and kind of spin it around kind of slowly as you kind of smooth it down, kind of get a nice kind of circular base. Kind of keep sculpting it around, kind of getting it nice, and you want to get it kind of wavy up top. Almost, you're kind of sculpting. It almost kind of looks like a tree, but you have a better idea. Oh yes. Oh, you have a far, far better idea. Perhaps it's a little advanced for your first sculpture of the class, but you're here to make people impressed. using some of the tools, you kind of sculpt a good shape, and you kind of occasionally peer over to, you know, like look at there's somebody who's just kind of like just man spreading the fuck out of himself in front of you, and you get a good kind of anatomy look at his leg. You're able to kind of use that as a reference as you kind of
anatomy draw his dick.
And, you know, a nice little like kind of wavy thing on top of it, and then the little prick from the toolbox. You start kind of carving, you know, little indents and a kind of cross-hatched pattern all around it, and then you have been entirely in the moment. So in the moment that you didn't notice your professor has been standing behind you for the last 10 minutes watching.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Take a hold of your clay and place it down on the table. It's not, you know, a masterpiece, but it's definitely better than a lot of the other, you know, beginners in the class are dealing with. You have created the Home Alone leg lamp. Or not Home Alone, Christmas Story. The Christmas Story leg lamp.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And your professor seems she kind of looks down. Strangely, she doesn't seem all too disdainful as she kind of inspects it, carefully just kind of looking around. She kind of not even really paying you any mind. She kind of sort of gingerly takes it, kind of puts it back on the kind of spinny thing, and kind of slowly spins it around so she can really inspect every little angle of it as she kind of, without really, you know, touching it to mess up the clay.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Other folks around you have almost stopped sculpting, kind of noticing how kind of almost in a trance she is, checking out your work. The little cough to herself, she stands back up, and she kind of reaches in her bag to kind of pull something out.
Whoa, you gotta give her a gold medal?
She kind of looks up at you, a little bit of amusement in her eyes, as she cracks a smile. She smashes the sculpture with a brick. I know that someone in my class can do far better than this. It's an excellent start, but do it again. She picks up the brick and heads back to her desk. And that goes for the entire class. I'm not going to be pulling my punches in this class. So if you like being coddled, leave now.
I'm just gonna pick up the remains, and I'm just gonna whisper to myself, I was gonna fucking do that. I was gonna smash it.
She kind of sits back and just starts reading her magazines.
Props to you, Sean, for instantly making the most hateable character I've ever
Yeah.
I don't even hate her. I'm just like, this bitch is kind of weird. She's kind of a bitch. I don't even think you hate her. She did. It was kind of a dick move to smash that thing. It was just like.
Yeah, but that's
Also,
all our dogs are barking.
If you need me to like make any rolls for anything when we get to like the phys class, then like I can still roll and stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Man, my class hasn't even started yet.
Well, that's iconic Professor Versaki for you.
What's my first class again?
You kind of, as you're kind of like going through, you notice that it feels like the temperature in the room's rising as you kind of continue working with it, you know, despite the air conditioning being on. You know, now that it occurs to you, you know, it seems like the room was actually rather cold when you first entered. Oh.
Well, getting pissed off does that to you. So for now, I just kind of shrug it off as my own short temper gets the better of me.
All right. Well, in that case, let's see exactly what let's see what Ava's doing. Ava's in like one of the places that's actually like nearly right next door to Fairy Hall where Trig is. Ava, which class are you in right now?
I am in medical law and ethics.
All right. Medical. Ah, yes. All right. So then, heading in there, you kind of creak open the door. You've been here for like a year before. You're a sophomore at this college. Have you? Yeah, you know. Have you looked in? Have you had like a legal classes like this before? You think?
I imagine there was probably like a standalone like ethics class because like when I was in college for programming, they had a standalone ethics class. So I imagine she's probably taken the standalone before, and they probably just got the two classes combined, that being, you know, medical law and the ethics class. So she has to take this again, I imagine.
Yeah. In that case, you'd recognize this professor. Professor Devin Fleming. He kind of steps in. He's sort of a, very kind of, well, the kind of guy who really tries to put up appearances, but you can kind of tell he's a bit disheveled. He used to be a lawyer by trade, one of the lawyers one of the lawyers who worked for Arbor Academy under the headmaster, although when the last law professor resigned, he was sort of drafted by the headmaster to take up the mantle. And, he kind of took to it kind of well. His expertise is really in kind of the law and ethics side of things, not necessarily the medical, but he tries his best, even though he's sometimes a bit out of his depth.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of sits down and kind of like waits for everyone to clear in. Sort of like a kind of balding, almost kind of like a mouse-like man. Big kind of like sort of brown tuxedo, three-piece. He kind of, with a little suitcase that he has like a bunch of teaching materials he's kind of like fumbling with. Kind of adjusts his little like kind of tiny little circular glasses. Good. It's good to see so many new faces as well as so many old faces. Welcome, class. My name is Professor Devin Laurie Fleming, although you may simply call me Professor Fleming. I am primarily a professor of law by trade, although this is a medical law and ethics class, as I'm sure you know, having signed up for it. Shall we wait a few more minutes, just in case there are a few folks who may be running late, just in case?
Oh my god, he's a dork. I love him.
He's a very short man. He's like
Full
barely
of
over
anxiety.
4 feet tall.
Man,
I
lit.
want this twink obliterated.
Still taller than me, though.
He's not
Wait,
a
how
twink.
tall is Ava?
Yeah, this isn't the twink. This is just a guy.
Let me check. Ava is... Well, no, they're the same height, actually.
Wait, how
Yeah.
tall is Ava?
Ava's 5'4".
5'4".
He's just kind of like, yeah. They're about the same height. He might be a bit taller than Ava, but he's kind of like a little hunchbacked.
Damn. He came all the way here from Notre Dame.
Holy shit, he's the one that burned it down.
Holy shit, Quasimodo.
Holy fuck.
Well, I'm glad that you've all decided to take this class. Who here's in the law field, the law major? Just raise your hand. And a couple students kind of raise their hands. Good. Law's my expertise. I understand this class is also required for certain medical degrees. Will the people in medical degrees please raise their hands?
Ava raises her hand.
Miss Beckett, I remember you. Yes, and the good Mr. Conroy over there. It's been a while since I've seen you in one of my classes. Good. We've had some familiar faces in that case. How about those who have who are not in either of those two. Any stragglers? Perhaps you saw the class, just thought it was a little interesting on the syllabus. Maybe like one or two people raised their hands.
What the fuck is a syllabus?
He reminds me of my like high school coding teacher so much. I actually love him.
Oh, yeah. Splendid. Now I hope that all of you are good at reading, because this class will have a lot of it. This is a very law-heavy class. To those of you who are in the medical field, I understand the medical field largely has to do, well, there's not to undercut the amount of reading that is done in medical textbooks, but you also have a great deal of diagrams. Unfortunately, law is something that you rarely have a clear-cut diagram for, so, books. He kind of takes out a big, just like, pile.
He's
of
so
books
right.
and just
He's so right.
slams them down.
Damn, he's got $1 million right there. They're college textbooks.
True. Now I know what you're wondering. How much will this cost me? Fortunately, 2 of these books are actually written by me. So you can you can, if you find a way to steal them or find them online, I won't care.
Pardon me, Professor.
Pardon? What's that?
This is a law and ethics class, yes?
Yes.
Piracy is ethical.
All right,
Oh,
just making sure.
Yes. Thank you for clearing that up. The class material.
I want to make him sure he knows everything's gonna be all right.
You can see he's like visibly sweating.
He's very good.
Well,
Ava just straight up said, "Hey, motherfucker, did you just tell us to steal in a class about ethics?"
you can find these books at the library. There are a lot of books there. I believe the
There sure are.
the hospitals also have smaller libraries specifically for this kind of field. I believe that one of the hospitals has them. Actually, scratch that. I believe that all of I know that the central hospital, the larger, not the central one, the larger one in the medical department, which we are not in, has all of my books, which you can find. I would not recommend that you steal those ones, as they are university property.
Ava's just fucking watching this dude just with this look on her face.
He's just looking around. No one else is really speaking up. He's just like,
I love him.
Just like,
I suppose you shall go over the syllabus and discuss the various things that we will be doing this quarter period, and perhaps we can go around the class, and I have an activity planned for us where and he's like flipping through various papers in his little suitcase. Yes, yeah, here it is. You will notice that on each corner of the room there have been posted 4 numbers, 1 to 4. And he kind of like looks around. And he kind of like quickly pulls out a Nick's card, like writes a 3 on it and posts it in the corner. Where was I at? Yeah.
Just like me, for real.
We will use these as an interactive in-class activity to discuss amongst ourselves and find out the approximate skill level of everyone in the class.
Just wait until this dude finds out about ELO ranking.
On a ranking from 1 to 4. So, if you believe that you are confident in the material of this class, that would be a 4. If you are not so confident. Perhaps you don't know what you're doing, or God forbid you sign up for this class by mistake. That would
Does
be a
someone raise
1.
their hand?
Ava just sort of confidently walks over to a 3 and just stares at motherfuckers.
Splendid. No, just find your
I can hear
numbers
the sweat.
and take this time to discuss amongst yourselves, and perhaps you can form study groups of equal skill who will be able to.
This
help
dude is
each other
stressing me out.
And as he's saying this, you can clearly see that like he's trying to keep it cool, but like he's very clearly trying to fiddle with the projector that has broken.
Okay.
Wait.
About to cry.
Wait, I need to just do something very funny. Just I want to slowly, because cane walk, walk away from the number 3. Just walk up to the projector. I'm gonna quick roll a engineering knowledge.
Roll for was it?
Okay. Would this
19.
hypothetically be enough to know what is needed to be fixed? Because the next action I take will depend on this answer.
The plug is plugged in.
Oh no.
But it is very loosely plugged in, and also the power strip that it's plugged into is turned off.
Okay, well then, while maintaining direct eye contact,
No, you're gonna embarrass him so bad. He's precious. Don't do that to him.
He's so pathetic.
no, trust, I got this. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Hold on. Let her cook.
Ava maintains direct eye contact, and sort of subtly pushes in the plug and moves her cane just slightly enough to where she will like set it down on the on switch on the like power extender. And then she just calmly walks away and says, "He was just making sure we're paying attention."
Yes. I'm certain one day, plenty of smart students and attentive students in class today. Perhaps one day you'll be teaching this class yourself. Yes. So, take some time, discuss amongst yourselves, and this will be a largely uneventful class. Just to get you into the swing of things, you will be able to meet up again next class on Wednesday, I believe. No, not Wednesday. He's kind of like looking through his schedule.
I don't
Friday.
have the.
Yes, Friday.
I was gonna say I know you sent it to me, but I don't remember the day. Can I just confidently say it before he does?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday.
Yes, Friday. On next Friday, the class.
He could
will
not survive in the
continue.
wilderness.
But in the meantime, please take your time to find study groups and like-minded individuals, and we will look over the syllabus together and take notes so that you will know what to study for the next class on Friday.
Cyan, quick question.
Yeah?
Do you think that's how like Amos like gauges who he should date, just like by how well they could survive in the wilderness?
It's probably not that far off, actually.
I'm just
I'll
saying, I
actually
got an
think so,
entire
yeah.
+5 to survival.
Also, was that a dick move on my part?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think you were doing your best.
I think that honestly,
He's grateful for
he
it.
needs the help. He needs the help.
He needs the help, yeah.
Oh my god. I want to
It was very
Just a
embarrassing,
baby
but he
girl.
is kind of grateful.
Sean, the way you're portraying him reminds me of Professor Quirrell from the first.
Oh my god!
Like, legitimately, listening to this dude not have it together was giving me such severe anxiety.
This motherfucker.
By the end of the class, he's gonna ask you to be the TA.
I mean, given everything about Ava, that's not actually a big ask. I mean, she already does like half of what Callahan asks her to do. I mean, hell, you saw her when she was introduced. He had Callahan took her cane and was making her carry things for him.
What the fuck? I'm gonna go kick his ass.
Well, Callahan also has a cane.
Yeah.
Then why
he's
did he
too
take
powerful.
yours?
Because I was helping him and I needed both of the hands.
I don't care. I'm gonna go kick his ass.
He's old. He'll die.
The man will die from literally
dead.
Also, don't do that. Ava likes him.
He's mean.
And for some reason, he knows Devila. I need to know why he knows Devila.
But Ava likes him. Don't kill him.
Fine, fine. He lives for now.
Well, well, with that, you wouldn't actually need to roll any academia checks for that class, since they aren't exactly going over academia. Just like
I think you need to roll an anxiety check.
Sanity?
Okay?
Is your sanity drop?
Sympathy check.
Resolve.
Roll resolve.
Resolve.
Roll it.
All right. Resolve. Where did it go? There it is. This is gonna suck.
Let's see if she's in.
Natural 20, baby!
Yo!
That's the second one.
Holy shit!
I am built
to resolve
different.
too.
Eyes are fucking weighted.
Oh my god.
Wow,
Amos
okay.
gave the power of the resolve to Ava.
Yeah, dealing with Amos's shit strengthened her resolve today.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense.
As you're sort of going, as you're sort of progressing through the class and kind of flipping through the slides, he's like getting progressively more nervous. Yes, and the final will take place.
Can you make him roll a resolve, please?
At this. Is anyone else feeling a little cold in here? Perhaps
Wait, should I roll an intimidate check? Like completely unconsciously, like she's not trying to do it. She's not trying to do it, but he's just scared.
Okay, no, just wait. He's like just disgusted. He's like, and the final will be 25% of your grade, midterm as well, and it's awfully cold in here. Can someone open a window, or does this room have windows that open? And he kind of looks around. He kind of looks around and he kind of just sees Ava just standing there, just completely unfazed, just like all the other students are kind of like chuckling a little bit to themselves, but Ava just stone-faced, ready to learn, and it gives him newfound confidence to continue the lesson.
Let's
Filled
go.
with determination, he pushes through. Never mind. Yes, just, the final, will be going over everything that we learned in this class, and the midterm will be going over the first half. So do not think that you can get away by just, if you miss the midterm, that you can just, come for the second half of class, because the final will have things from the first half. Old students have thought that. Do not repeat their mistakes. And just kind of, he goes on, and thankfully, the class actually kind of goes well. The other students kind of seeing his kind of newfound backbone, sort of, all kind of like quiet down a little bit and kind of be a bit more attentive. And with that, eventually, the bell rings, and kind of lets out a loud sigh.
Dude,
So-
me too.
And that's it for the syllabus. I hope you've all been taking notes. I hope you've all found some people to form study groups with. You are all excused. See you next Friday. Same time, same place.
Before we go, can I make an insight roll to see if he actually knows what he's talking about?
Sure. Oh, nat 1!
Aw.
All right, you know what? After the
It's kind of
double
round.
net,
After the double nat 20.
Yeah,
It's kind of deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Crouching tiger, hidden badass. That's what this man is. He puts up a front to make people think like he doesn't know what he's doing, but deep down you saw it. He looked at you when you were looking at him, and you had a connection. He saw that you knew exactly what the whole deal is with this class,
I had total faith in him.
and he knew he wasn't gonna fool you. So he stopped trying. He's not going to be fooling you anymore. He's going to let you and all the rest of the class know that he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Something tells me I have created a monster.
You're getting this off of Nat 1.
This is his canon event. Ava, it's his canon event.
The monster.
You mean another one?
I can just
The
imagine him
monster.
doing this at the end of class to Ava.
Just thumbs up?
Yeah.
Cosmodile.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on to the other people. Winter and Devila are in the physics room. So y'all kind
The
of
physics room.
she kind of
I'm
shuffle in.
fucking floating.
The physics room.
It's a very large lecture hall. You know, like must be like 300 students all kind of like packed in.
Oh, cool.
Everyone's all just kind of like, again, it's a very pristine area. You know, must have been like recently refurbished.
Can I just quietly say, like, this is a fucking nightmare as I walk in because of all the people?
Yeah,
Cool.
That's fair.
I assume you two, since you like just by virtue of knowing each other, are probably gonna sit next to each other so you can like copy your work or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheat.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cheat.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Well, you kind of just wait there for the professor to arrive. Just kind of sort of tapping on the table. A bunch of other students are, some are kind of like talking to each other, but no one's really causing too much of a disruption. And the professor isn't here. You kind of wait a little bit, and clock ticks 8:30, and he's still not there.
Did you know that you technically don't have to go to class? Devil kind of goes, did you know that if the teacher is 15 minutes late to class, you technically don't have to go to that class because it's been canceled?
The kind of student sitting next to you just kind of like turns his head. You sure about that? I'm pretty sure that's a myth.
Nah, I've done it before.
Wait, can I just turn and be like, nah, it's real?
Oh, really? I'm certain that would be in the university legal code then, wouldn't it?
You're a nerd. I don't care. Can I just stand up? Can I just stand up and be like, yo, it's been 15 minutes. Everyone clear house.
It hasn't been 15 minutes.
I don't care.
As like people kind of like look down as you stand up, the student next to you stands up in a big acrobat's T-pose, jumping onto the desk.
Holy shit.
Then
T-pose while
it's a
jumping.
very good deal that your professor has arrived. He acrobatically flips onto the lecture stage.
This man has zero gravity.
Awesome.
This man
Holy
his
He's
ass
standing
is
on
not
one
floating.
hand, upside down. He kind of
Okay,
looks
real
over
quick.
to you. And who's
What is
the
the-
nerd
can I-
now?
Still the kid over
Get
there.
nerded.
Wait, can I just...
Is this the guy that made the nuclear or made the fucking proton collider, what it's called, neutron collider, whatever,
Maybe.
atomic thing? Holy shit!
Also, wait,
Holy
can I just ask quick? What is this man's acrobatics bonus?
Hi.
83.
Just out of
83.
curiosity, I need a number.
83.
I need a number.
83.
No, you
83.
don't.
83.
Please.
I'm giving you
begging.
so many numbers.
We need numbers.
Just pick a number and it's higher than that.
403.
When you said T-pose jumps, I just kind of imagined him floating. Like T-posing.
I'm gonna hear you.
He didn't have a single animation.
Strange is the name, Professor Strange. He kind of
Holy shit, it's Doctor Strange.
does a big flip, kind of lands into his into like a chair and kind of like rolls back.
It's him.
Isn't this the fucker that's like, what is it? What's their name? I can't remember what it is. I know it's all fucking particles.
Yeah, Muang Gluon.
Oh,
fuck.
He kind of rolls his chair over, like on his tippy toes, like rolling it over, and he rolls it back, kind of like pulling out from behind a curtain a big blackboard. Written on it in chalk is his name, Professor Charm Higgs Strange. To you,
That.
the full name.
That's it.
Although you may simply call me Professor Strange. I don't go by Charm. Don't call me that.
Why would
Can
you?
I-
Why would you? Wait.
I am not a
Can I
doctor.
raise my
Please don't
hand?
call me a doctor. Some students have tried to call me a doctor just because I built a particle accelerator in my backyard once. I do not have a doctorate.
That's not why they're calling you Doctor Strange.
Oh, really?
But that is really cool.
Yes, well,
Can I
I'm
raise
certain
my
that
hand
I'm certain
quick?
that if you're so knowledgeable on this fact that you'd be willing to come right up on the stage right now and explain exactly why, then wouldn't you?
Dude,
You
Doctor
there.
Strange isn't out yet.
You there, the polite one who raised their hand.
Dude, the comics exist.
Oh wait, oh yeah.
The comic.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
He
You
was
there,
literally in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 by the time this.
Literally,
this,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know
When
that.
did NBC3 come out? Hold on.
You there, the polite one
NBC
who rose
3 came out
raised
in
their
like
hand, he kind of
2011.
points at the window.
Stop getting mad at me,
Fuck, it's not out
Jesus.
yet.
But it's been announced.
I didn't know.
It's been announced.
True.
It's been
It's
announced.
okay.
What was Winter gonna say with the raised hand?
Slurs.
Just can I just ask, like, did you change your name to what it is now?
No, it was a gift from my parents. Next question from anyone else in the class who hasn't already raised their hand or spoken up without raising their hand. Yes, you! And he just like kind of goes around just like answering random questions about just his life. He gets very sidetracked and is after a certain point he isn't even talking about physics anymore.
This bitch was actually just named particles by their parents. What if he just became like a technician or something? Like,
Good thing he didn't.
yeah.
What a fucking tragedy. Imagine getting called particles.
About like 30 minutes into the class, after he's asked a bunch of questions and detailed a bunch of details of his life that you are pretty sure are made up. It's kind of rolls back.
That is
But
half
that's enough
class
about
gone.
me. Let's talk about the particles that make me up. Physics. Introduction to Physics. That is the class you are in. Now, can anyone tell me how much physics knowledge the aggregate class knows? Of course you can't. This isn't a statistics class.
It's
And
okay,
anyone
Sean.
who
You got
raised-
this.
And anyone who
Is that
raised their
canon?
hand
Sorry.
should
I don't know
leave
what
and
you're
go
talking about.
go down the hall to the statistics room. Now then, particles are what make up everything. That is what we're going to be learning about particles and the interactions between them, and the interactions between the forces that interact between those interactions between particles. Have I made myself clear? Good.
Clear as
No
chalk,
questions.
man.
That's a good expression. That's a good expression.
Okay, this is great because I feel like in real life I would love this guy to death, but Winter would fucking hate him.
Now then. Let's go around the class and pick on random people, and I want you all to tell me your exact favorite elementary particles, and I swear to God, if you say the electron, I will shove this chalk down your throat.
He fucking hates electrons.
It just kind of goes around, just like random particles. One person who wasn't listening says electron. He just fucking throws the chalk across the entire room. Must arc some 60 feet where clocks them right between the eyes. No electrons. Now hand me back that chalk. Walk down here right now and hand me back that chalk. I only have one.
My man really just said fuck electricity, huh?
He only has one, and he used it as a projectile.
That's how much
He only has
it.
the one. Come on, give him a break.
And they kind of like toss back the chalk and kind of grabs as they're walking back to their chair. He's like, Electron, there's only one of me and I time travel. I'm an electrician. Oh, I get paid $8,000 more than professors even though I know half as much.
Damn, he got a
Honestly,
chip.
based.
This dude got a whole fucking like candy store. He's got such a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Now then, I hope none of you were expecting a syllabus because you'd be very bold to assume that I'm that organized.
I mean, at least he's honest. At least he's honest.
True. That's true.
Underneath each of your desks, my assistants
Professor
have
Strange.
underneath each of your desks, my assistants have placed the book that you're going to be reading from today. You're going to be reading each chapter each day. Or wait. Week. Yes, you're going to be reading each chapter each week.
Wait.
Every
chapter in the book every week.
Yes, and stop interrupting. Every single class, I will be providing a pop quiz, unless I didn't make a pop quiz for that day, in which case I will provide you with nothing, and you will have been all the more enriched for having read the book yourself anyway. I will not be giving you any information as to what will be on the pop quiz, other than it will be relating to the material that you have already read, if you are keeping up with the chapters of the book in time. Speaking of which, pop quiz! And he kind of like takes a bunch of papers, just slides them down. These, you don't need to go up and grab these papers. They're also inside your desks. Please take this pop quiz out. Now, take this pop quiz out of your desk. There's only one question on it. Please write down your answer and hand it into my TA over there. And he just like kind of points with his thumb over to this like 6 foot tall, super like muscly bouncer guy at the door.
Wait, Sean. Does Professor Strange have like a handlebar mustache? Because I feel like he needs one.
He needs to twirl it.
He has no mustache whatsoever. He's a femboy.
Shit. Oh hell yeah.
Oh wait, I remember this guy.
So he is railable.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's Israeli?
Sludge, kill him.
That's not how that works. We call each other we call each other a slur to identify if we're truly from the land.
Then identify him.
I'm not in the class.
All right.
I'm getting my shit railed by my past professor or my past like costume designer.
Good for you. Congrats. Good for you.
A lot of all you would have sort of a. Do you look down at the pop quiz that you've been provided?
What does it? What does it say on it?
You look down. There is there's sections for you to like write your name, the class that you're in, your student ID number, the date,
your fucking social security number,
the exact
the
time
last couple
of day
digits
that
of your
this
credit
is
card.
at. And then underneath all that entire like contract worth of identifications, underneath it there is one question: how many electrons are there in the universe?
You bitch. just write yes.
Can I write down at least one?
I mean, that's technically not wrong.
It's
Someone
true.
Someone should write too many.
Too many.
Yeah, no,
Too
that
many.
was my thought.
Wait, actually, yeah. Hold on. Can I write down too many? I'm gonna get rid of a few.
Alternatively,
Go ahead.
He said he hated electrons, so if you say
he
that, he'll
hates
probably give you bonus
electrons, so, like,
points.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right. And what's Devila gonna write?
Devila is probably going to try and like scribbles out a couple equations and then says fuck it, yes.
Just writes yes.
Hell yeah.
That's really good. All right.
The equations are still there, so like the thought was there, but
Definitely. With that, you kind of just like everyone's kind of confused, kind of like slides it down, and the kind of bouncer guy like picks up all the papers and just kind of like steps over. He looks like the fucking Spider-Verse Kingpin as he kind of like moves over and just, like, slams them all down in front of Professor Strange. Excellent, excellent. I trust that you've all given your answer a lot of thought.
What?
And now, if any of you answered more than one, you should quit the class now. Because if you don't quit the class, I am going to be simply removing you. And the kind of TA, like kind of moves over and just kind of like whispers something easier. Yeah, what's that? Hey.
Huh?
Okay.
The audio cut out for him in real life as he spoke.
He wasn't speaking. He was just like listening. He was listening. He was like, what's that? Okay. Never mind. I've just been informed that the headmaster has ordered that I am not able to remove anyone from my classes during the first 2 weeks. If you answered anything more than one electron, please kindly remove yourself from the class, and I will have a lot better time teaching this class this quarter. And he just sits down, just like individually grading every single one. And it's just like all just kind of like sitting there, just like it's for like minutes and minutes, and like it's about like by now it's about like getting close to like the end of the class around 9:30, and it's like about like 9:20, and just kind of looks up and he's like, "Why are any of you still here? The class is over. Get out. Go, leave now. Go, shoo. I have many assignments to grade. No thanks to you."
That is literally his job.
Also, like, I must genuinely say, like, the one electron theory, that's interesting. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, no, one electron theory is a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
I really thought he would be impressed by too many.
I also thought this.
Actually, what was his opinion on
It's
that?
still true.
I mean, you
It's
can
still
stay
true.
behind and try and pick out yours.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like do
I
a perception
want
check,
to.
actually.
Let me check out my perception.
Do you think he chuckles or do you think he groans and dies?
Hold on, wait. 20 plus 13. 29.
Ooh, not bad.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, you kind of like stay behind a little bit, kind of like waiting in the doorways. You kind of like look over and you manage to see one. He kind of picks up that has a devilish handwriting. You'd expect yours would be like right under it, so he'll get to yours too after. Kind of looks over, kind of puts some reading glasses on, and kind of like scans over the equations.
Wait, can I see what Devilish has from where I am?
If you strain your eyes, it just says yes and a bunch of equations.
Well,
That's good.
I mean, like, what like grade he put on it?
Oh yeah, he's looking at it. He's like, Kind of sets it down. Passable. Kind of takes out a stamp and just like stamps C+ on it. Puts it in a pile.
I probably got the highest out of the class.
He kind of looks over. He pulls out Winters and he kind of looks over. Kind of like flips over the back to see if he wrote anything on the back and kind of flips over. Amusing. He kind of sets it down. And he takes out a B- stamp and stamps it.
Hell yeah.
That's probably the highest in the class.
No, someone definitely wrote way too many.
Someone probably wrote their fucking phone number.
Incorrect.
That's like IRL me.
Big number? Guess I'll just put my phone number. Call me.
Might as well.
When I was in the...
I meant because he's a twink.
Go back to one of my old friends who I was in the car with. I was in the car with his mom and his aunt told us the story of that time that she was in college and she got into a relationship with the professor and slept with him, and then he still failed her.
Of course.
Fucking
Cold-blooded.
Based.
Fucking cold-blooded, but hella based.
Turbo based.
Yeah, yeah.
so Omega based.
All right. So, with that, the first set of classes have been completed.
Yay!
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Hooray.
Are we gonna keep going, or are we gonna call it here? Because we were kind of at this for like, I think like 5 hours at this point,
We're a little
or 4
bit,
hours.
Yeah, 4 hours.
I don't know. I'm kind of D&D'd out.
Fair enough.
First time here.
Very
But
valid.
if you want to keep going, I'd be okay with it.
All right, we can just
That's-
sort of.
I haven't
skim
eaten
by
dinner yet.
Yeah, we can skim by the classes because the real reason that most of us were here was so that you can all learn to use your stands more effectively.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
So with that, you kind of everyone's kind of like walking off, and Winter. As you're kind of walking off, you were kind of staying behind to, see see all the little grades and stuff. You kind of turn around and there aren't really anyone else left, but as you're walking down, you see something on the ground. Little white speck. You kind of crouch down and a snowflake in the middle of the Yuzu Hall.
Explosive. I knew.
Minor dynamite.
That's a
I
weird
don't know
blasting
anybody
charge.
who's gonna laugh. But can I pick up the snowflake
Lick it.
without melting it?
Yeah, sure. You kind of pick it up and immediately you almost like feel a sting as you kind of get like rapid frostbite in the tips of your fingers where you touch it with.
It fucking bit you.
As you kind of like reel your hand back, it kind of like drifts around through the snow or through the air and just gets sucked into a vent.
I'm sure nothing bad will come of this.
Wait, can I throw like the rocket into the vent?
The what?
The
The
rocket?
ball, the ball,
Oh.
Oh,
To, like,
okay.
to see if I
Yes.
can like follow it.
Can I throw
Yes,
the
you
missile
can.
in it?
it's not an explosive. It's just the name of the ball.
Give us
I launch
a-
my 82 rocket launcher.
Give us a resolve check
Okay.
to bring out your stand.
Roll d20. Pop.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Concentrating, you can kind of feel the sort of grip of the golf club in one hand and the sort of gentle grooves of the golf ball in the other. When you open your eyes, both have materialized.
Yeah. That wasn't in character, by the way.
It should be.
That should be in character.
So you're just gonna roll it into the vent.
Yeah. Just see if I can roll into the vent and then have like the ball follow the the snowflake.
All right. Yeah, with stands it's pretty easy. You can just like phase it through the slats and
Yeah.
you send it in and
It should. Oh, did I not? I thought it had dark vision. Did I forget? Oops. I don't know if I.
it makes
No,
sense.
I
for
did.
us
I did right.
Yeah, it makes
I
sense.
wrote
for
it
to have
down.
dark vision, yeah. All right.
Yeah, it is dark sight for 50 feet.
Kind of looking through the vents, you see you kind of just hear the kind of like crunkle of the vents as
The
wind
scrunkle.
flies through it. And you're kind of rolling it down. You see a little bit of bits of snow just kind of like occasionally kind of flying past through the vent as the ball kind of continues to roll down. Kind of rolls down around a corner where the snow's all kind of been flying towards. And you see, just before a little grate, there's a big pile of the snow just sort of sitting there, clumped up in front of a fan.
This shit clumping.
And even looks like there's sort of like ice beginning to form on the walls of the vent.
Can I see if I can have? Well, can I have the ball just like bump into the fan to see if it can get some of the snow off?
Yeah, sure.
Bonk.
You kind of bump into it and it kind of shudders a little bit, and you can see the snow kind of flakes off, but the fan is frozen in place. There's like icicles kind of pouring off of it, and through
Wait,
the
does
slot.
the can I would okay, because like the ball would be able to like feel since it's just
Yeah.
the stand.
Yeah. It feels
Does it like
incredibly cold?
like in the sense that it could also freeze the ball like it's a stand ice or like
Potentially, yes.
okay.
Although
Coming from you, that is a yes.
before you can really see, before you can before you act too much, you do notice the ball being able to see through the slats of the vent and past the fan. The other side looks to be like this kind of like storage area with various just kind of bunch of boxes with like little like various like kind of labels for like chemicals, and looks like even like some rocks and geology stuff. Everything in that room has been flash frozen.
Cool.
Ooh, shit.
I trust it.
Can I just like roll a perception check to see if I notice anything really? Like anything else, I guess.
Sure, go ahead.
That's my plus. I didn't mean to type that.
Meow meow. Hi. Yeah.
That was a shit roll.
Well, alright, 18 to your perception.
Meow meow. Meow
Ah. Well,
Cyan saw one cat, got so excited for like 15 seconds.
She's here. She's
you kind
here.
of look down with
Funnily
your ball,
enough,
and you
this
can
cat is
see
named Frost.
there's another pile of snow just kind of like in the room, just kind of in the corner.
Mine.
And there's something moving in it. There's a person there, just kind of sitting in the snow, just kind of fetal position, just rocking back and forth.
They're cold. Send them fire.
Do they look like they want to be there?
You can't really get a clear look at them. They're a bit too far away and kind of...
So, okay, I just see like kind of a figure of a person like rocking.
Yeah, you can't really see much of
Okay.
it. They seem to have like just like completely just scrombled hair. They seem to be wearing like this like white jacket thing.
Canonically scrumbled hair.
They kind of almost
Scrongled.
blend into the snow with their outfit.
Meow meow.
Huh.
Meow meow.
Okay.
Hi.
Um.
You're very cute.
Could I roll an occult knowledge check?
Sure.
Okay.
Stop stabbing me.
I'm not sure if this is any purpose. I'm just like curious to see how it relates.
Oh.
Damn!
Fucking
Ooh.
hell.
Well, looking in, you can definitely tell, yeah, no, this is definitely some kind of stand fuckery. This is definitely some kind of stand fuckery if it wasn't already
Okay,
obvious.
yeah.
This stand, it's fucking.
It doesn't seem to be anything else like other than a stand, though. In fact, judging by like how that person's behaving, that might actually be the user.
Whoa.
Huh.
You do notice something else, though. You kind of looking down as you kind of feel the frost starting to form around the ball, so you don't have very much longer that you can stay there. But
Yeah.
kind of looking closely at one of the boxes, kind of nearby them, there's a box that's just labeled "Emerald Swords. Do not open."
Like from Minecraft?
Those don't exist.
Those aren't even in...
I mean,
that is the Emerald Swords are supposedly a sort of very
Let me see if this is a
unknown
band or something
occult
quick.
item.
I mean, now we gotta open it.
As a matter of fact,
Tales,
you didn't even...
Tales from the Emerald Sword Saga is the first compilation album by Italian symphonic power metal band Rhapsody in 2004. Is that what it's named after?
Nope. As a matter of fact, you
Damn
didn't
it. Okay,
even
that would have been
notice
cool.
you didn't even notice that You didn't even think that these like items even existed. To be honest, you thought they were just a legend.
Yeah. Okay.
And yet, there is one about like 20 feet under you on the floor below in a closet that is covered in snow.
Well, a ball can't exactly pick it up.
That's what the government wants you to think.
It is a golf ball.
That's what the government wants you to think. What do you think those dimples are for?
Additionally, if your ball is starting to get frozen, it might be time to move it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna recall it. Yeah.
All right. Kind of.
But it is good to know that they are there.
Yeah. Just retrieving it without an issue. You kind of sight of that area fades, and you have
I
some
was
newfound
not aware
knowledge.
that Sabaton did a cover of Whom the Bell Tolls.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well then.
Yeah.
Moving on to the sort of later part of the day, once everyone's all kind of gathered by the dorms. Probably at around, let's see. Honestly, probably around like, actually, it would have to be after like, yeah, it would have to be like after 3:30. All right, everyone's gone through their little, their little classes and had their fun of the day.
Sean, it is very important. What did my femboy do?
Oh, the metalworking, the metalworking fucker. Yes. You eventually got to your fun class, and you were just like it's about like 4 by now. You're kind of like all meeting back together at the dorm. Trading stories of what happened with all of your professors, of how, Amos, just the metal worker, kind of just like the welder, just kind of just.
There are
just
so many cats.
Just a bunch of cats just like wandering around.
Within a solid 30
spent-
minutes in the metalworking class, Amos created a dick cage.
The entire the entire area, the entire class, the metalworking professor just kind of like was explaining how the class is going to work, very calm, in a very calm tone, while at the same time using the entire class to completely finish welding some chains together to create some new collars for the cats, since apparently he has adopted even more.
Yes, good.
All right. Well, a lot of you have all met up, and probably by now it's taken a few minutes, but Ava's managed to get back, and I believe Ava, you wanted to start teaching these fools how to use their stands, yes?
These fools.
These imbeciles.
These fucking morons.
You've got a good bit of
These
time for it.
ingrates.
Numbskulls, these knuckleheads, these buffoons, these charlatans.
Fucking idiots.
Well,
Okay.
well, we probably will kind of end off a bit soon, and we might actually end up just kind of like having the little kind of stand training arc be next session. But for now, we can have a little bit of time where we're all kind of like touch base, meet up, and decide exactly where you'd like to train your stands.
My cat fucking stabbed me in the toe.
L.
So first things first, I'm asking Amos if he behaved himself.
I did pet the cats.
That's not what I asked, but that's fine.
Actually, can I roll for how well I did on the welding?
Yeah, go ahead. Do a little
Alright,
welding roll. Also, you and Trig
Yeah.
would have had the amateur rocketry studies together.
Yes, true.
True.
We both made a missile.
High five.
you're just both covered in soot still.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
That was like an Elmo-ass laugh you just unleashed.
Shut
What was
up.
that?
Shut up.
No, I mean that like I'm not like trying to offend you. I'm just like surprised.
For the chaining, that'd just be the intermediate, the academia skill, correct?
Yes, unless you
Alright,
have like
cool.
another like craft or thing that's interchangeable with it.
Gunsmithing.
No.
That's holy shit. That's a 28.
Oh my fucking god! What did you weld?
The cats.
No!
No. Okay.
No,
Someone
you made
needs
a-
to
you made a
stop
metal cat
Amos.
statue.
That's every cat.
I think Amos made a new receiver. Wait, no, okay.
You
He made- okay.
created a Maxwell statue.
Oh, okay. No, what I think it is you know the Nerf gun.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
he made like a new internals for the Nerf gun,
Oh my.
Oh, that's fun.
and also pumped out like 2 colors.
Also, I know I'm super late, but is this that really acrobatic guy from earlier? Is this what he's like?
I got the. Yes, that is him.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Majestic.
Live mathematician reaction.
All right. Well,
Mm.
you've all managed to head together, and thankfully by now, everyone's a little tired out from their first day of class. Wasn't super intensive, but now you at least know what to expect from your professors. So, up to Ava now.
Woo.
All right. Well, once everyone is back, we'll say the group party, the party group chat has been established by this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Ava will just like drop a message if you all want to learn how to use your stands more effectively. I'm ready to teach you whenever you need me.
Hell yeah!
Very
that would be
epic.
Amos's exact words.
No, Amos would type "yeah" in all caps with like 7 exclamation points.
And like 3
Amos
fucking
would type
counters.
yeah, but instead of the H, there would be a G, so it'd be yeah.
Yeah.
You know what stands are at this point?
Can I
you're
just say wogue?
I imagine that like just to answer your questions, like Ava would have like at least filled you in on like what these mysterious powers you've gotten are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
my
I
god,
don't
this
know if I
plague doctor
noticed
is like
mine.
shooty.
Because mine was very subtle. I just got stronger and had slight tingly
Strong.
lightning
You
bits
were
around
even
like
know what
shooting
slugs
out
is.
electricity when you were stepping, though.
Wait, is your stand dragon install?
No. That would be cool.
Wait. Select a time and place right now.
Right now.
Right here,
Right
right
now,
now.
right
I
now,
guess
right
like
now.
later.
In
Is
the
what time is it
dorms.
now?
It's about like
Probably not
it's
in the
about
dorms.
4 o'clock right now. 4 o'clock in the
I guess
afternoon.
I have
More?
time for that because I have the track meet at like 6.
I vote we drive like 15 to 20 minutes out north in the fucking forest.
I vote we throw people onto
Just-
the water to figure out who Jesus is.
Let's just
I don't think
figure
that's
this
how
out
it's
in
gonna
the
work.
dorm.
I also second the
hell
car
is
thing,
Jesus?
but there may be a certain earthy smell coming from Ava for a little bit.
What?
What? Did she eat the dirt?
No,
Stop Ava,
Weed.
dance.
she got something from her room earlier, if you will recall.
Oh, fair
Oh,
enough.
is that
that one.
I'm pretty sure she ate the dirt.
Oh.
I'm pretty
What
sure
I miss?
Definitely
I think it was
ate the
weed.
dirt
Moki stole weed from her own room.
for her
Oh.
own self.
Weed doesn't smell earthy to me. It just smells like skunk.
Well, then you haven't had good weed. You've only had skunk weed.
I had at least half a joint yesterday.
Listen,
I've
before
never
we
had
end the
any.
session, I'm going to need us all to settle on a place where
Oh.
the next one will begin.
Let's just do the dorms. It's the easiest solution.
I don't know if the dorms is the best
No,
option.
the dorms is also a bad idea, considering
I
there is
guarantee
probably
you
a large
it's the
amount of
worst
What if we
idea.
go
destructive
into
ability.
what
That
if we
is
go into
true.
the forest? Like where?
Yes, we
have a lot of
go to Little Arbor.
space.
We go to Little Arbor.
Little Arbor.
Oh, by
What's
the way, Little Arbor,
Little
what that
Arbor.
is,
Yeah,
that's, I don't believe I've announced what that is. That's
You
actually a
haven't.
very small town that's sort of like
Oh.
popped up along the university. Mostly it's just,
Who
like,
wants to rob Little Arbor?
various, just like kind of, sort of like,
Hold on,
just,
rolling.
like, various like staff members. Some professors live there. It's just like a really kind of small.
Gotcha,
quiet
gotcha.
place.
Like a little college town.
Also, just real
Yeah.
quick,
Always
addressing
little.
what Cyan said, roll for mom stare.
Wait, why? Wait, what? Why?
21.
What's this one for?
What isn't it for at this point?
Amos is not going to rob it unless he really wants to rob it. Okay?
Well, I mean, looking at the map, there's plenty of places that might be kind of isolated. So
Yeah,
if you're
like,
gonna go to Little Arbor, is that the plan? The like kind of just in the sort of little township area?
Sure. We'll go to a little isolated area in Little Arbor.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Sure.
you see like on the other side of the Black River, like where the Little Arbor text is, where there doesn't seem to be any roads.
We're going to a little isolated Little Arbor.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, you all step out the door, grabbing everything you might need for the training.
And Amos hotwires a golf cart.
Amos does not
Wouldn't
do that.
hotwire a car.
And Ava stops Amos from hot wiring a golf cart.
Let me roll to hotwire the golf cart.
You know what? Fine. I'll let you do it as long as you agree that you are going to have to endure the mom stare.
Yeah, fine.
Take a -5 penalty for mom stare.
So for hotwiring, what would that be?
Here's your mom stare roll.
Engineering?
Nice, nailed
That's
it.
a nat 1.
That's a nat 1.
I got 2 20s and a
You're
nat 1.
electrocuted. Amos is officially dead.
Cyan.
Ava
I
is the
would
one that
assume
rolled
it's
the-
it's probably operate for hot
Is it
wiring.
sleight of hand? It can, it can be like, disable device, operate, drive, or operate.
Disable device.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Of course it's my worst one, you slut. Also, I'm not taking the -5 because that was a nat 1. I think she might have just fell over.
Yeah.
That is a 24.
That is a 24.
You
Hey, those two-
succeed in hot wiring the fucking golf
Hell
cart.
yeah.
No,
I'm not
wait.
actually
I
sure
know
golf
why it
carts even
doesn't.
have keys.
I know why it doesn't succeed. It doesn't succeed because Ava's eyes are very bloodshot.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Golf cart keys are universal. He just found one.
Oh my fucking god.
I kind of stand next to Ava and I'm just kind of hold my hand and I'm like, yo, pass it to a brother.
You have a fucking car.
That
golf
is
cart
true.
will-
Also, we're not
everyone.
supposed to drive it in the streets, are we? I remember getting pulled
Yes.
over for that.
That was just.
No, you're
that
not
was
supposed to
just-
drive
you
it on the
drove it
on the
sidewalk.
lawn.
That was just
Amos
because of
doesn't know that.
orientation. That was just because of orientation. You're free to drive it now that it's not orientation. There aren't a ton of
Amos,
people.
I'm going to kill you.
Okay, see,
Jesus
Amos wasn't
Christ.
told that.
Amos
Therefore,
would have seen several cars driving, and also
he
several.
just thought they were
parking lots.
breaking the rules.
I think you're very much overestimating how much Amos pays attention to
Okay,
things.
to be
Fair
fair,
enough.
he does have a fucking perception of 22. I think he just like chose to ignore
Willfully.
that because he really wanted a hotwire golf cart.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Turbo based.
All right. Well, we have our golf cart. We have our party. We have everyone's gonna have to be like dangling off the fucking golf
Everyone
cart.
on the golf cart. Wait a sec, I need to pull up the image.
I'm,
The
da-
Find
fucking-
another golf cart.
I'm dangling.
Another
I'm
one?
on the roof, of
And
course.
with
I'm
that-
on the roof. I'm calling dibs on the roof.
And with that, session end. We'll pick it up
That
next
was fun.
time.